They can see and hear you.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 1 of Known Realms Tolesh. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be your archivist for this story. You can see this incredible cast in front of me, so we're going to introduce them, starting with Angie. Tell us a bit about yourself, where to find you, and what you do.
Hi, my name is Angie, pronouns they, them. You can find me on social media, Twitter, TikTok, under Agonethetic. And I just liked TTRPGs, animes, pretty much just anything that, strikes my fancy.
Angie, thank you for being here. We're going to move over to Lou.
It's me, it's Lou. You can call me Lou, and you can find me anywhere on Luzelia_art. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a concept artist at Barbridge, which is a indie game dev studio, and I also do freelance illustration. It's me.
Thank you for being here. Zen.
Hi, I'm Zen. You can find me here on Twitch at ZenMeta TV, on Instagram and Twitter at MXMeta, and on TikTok at ZenMeta. My pronouns are any and all of them, and I'm super stoked to be here with y'all.
Thank you for being here. We're honored to have you. And next up, Josh.
Hold on. Hey, it's Josh, me, aka TheGovnar. Pronouns are he, him. I'm an innkeeper over at twitch.tv/thewelcomein. I'm a content creator on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok under TheGovnar. Instagram. It's Instagram for old people. I make a lot of D&D inspired content. I make maps. I homebrew things. I'm on the Lore Dump podcast where we homebrew stuff as well. Check all that stuff out. Oh my god!
Thank you for being here, buddy. And last but certainly not least, Button.
Hello, my name is Button. I am Bluebluebutton on the social media places, and you can find me here in the mornings and afternoons on Sundays.
I was going to say, I saw you just a couple hours ago.
It's been 3 hours.
All right. Before we get into the game proper, I haven't run a D&D game consistently in 6 months, so we're doing this. I want to start off with some thank yous before we move over to my announcements and then the game itself. So somebody, I believe Barnaby already said it in chat, this overlay was designed by my partner, Shannon. She is absolutely incredible and does all of the work. She designed the logo that you see. And a special thanks to Lou, because not only did Lou help with the lighting effects on the overlay, Lou did all of our character art, which is what you will all see in a little bit. We're lucky enough to have her as a player, but even more honored to have commissioned her for her incredible work. So thank you so much. Josh, I want to throw a thank you your way for introducing me to the captions and the systems of how that works and helping me make this a more accessible game. Button, I would like to thank you for introducing Lines and Veils to me so that I can use this to also keep this an accessible and safe game for not only you guys, but the audience that comes to spend their time with us to watch this adventure unfold. We learned this from Stella Luna, so please go check her out, an amazing content creator. So please go do that. But thank you for that. Angie and Zen, thank both of you for the passion and the care and the drive that you have continually brought in the last 6 months that we've been working on this. It has made every fearful night and anxiety-ridden day worth it. All of you, this applies to. And thank you to you guys hanging out here. I haven't streamed D&D since the end of InSave in May, but we are here. And this is going to be an adventure that is already going to be something special. It already is. So, okay, I'm going to stop weeping. Announcements, guys. Socials are the best way to stay in contact with... Hi, beautiful, wonderful people. Socials are the best way to stay in contact with us and see what we're doing and when we're doing it. In that link tree, you can find my Twitter. You can find YouTube. You can find Twitch. You can find all these different things that we do. Thank you, Josh. And merch is important. We have mugs. Actually, I can show it off. We're in the process of making Known Realms Tolesh mugs.
Yeah.
stickers. So you know what? Hold on to your butts. You might get some known realms swag. YouTube, as I said, I am being more consistent with the uploads there. So we already have the first session of Unearthed Inheritance uploaded, and this will follow suit. Yeah, fuck. Do we have any other announcements?
Thank you, Alec.
Yeah, thank
you for bringing us all together.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Kisses.
No, man.
I'm grabbing you by your cheeks and I'm kissing your forehead.
Okay, are we ready to dive in to Known Realms Tolesh?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Probably.
Wow.
Oh man, I'm gonna read this fucking read-in through tears.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
This will sound a little familiar to our players. The Book of Aosha opens once more. The pages turn not forward, but backwards. Last we saw this world, it was in the midst of a vast technological advancement and a horrific magical decline. In the current year, 946 PS, that is not the case. Mystra is alive and well, the Weave is fully intact, and Tolesh is a burgeoning continent post the world-altering age known as the Scale Scourge. Even 9 centuries out from this tyrannical rule, the scars that Tiamat left still mar these lands. The trilateral government of the realm are friendly enough with one another. The Republic of Shenthir and Kingdom of Kolderal have a functioning relationship, if not a bit of a wary one. Most concern comes from the nations of Driften. You see, Driften declared sovereignty just about a year ago. With the capital of Sunwall leading the charge for independence, active efforts are being made to form a union separated from the Republic and Kingdom, respectively. Whispers on the wind state that the Solar Guard, a local militia group funded by the elite of the continent, are forming as the army of Driften, though this has not been corroborated. If sovereignty is achieved, Headmistress Filgwyn Celto of the Sunwall Academy will rule over Driften as its Duchess. These details are important, but they are not the focus of the story we're telling. The story that will be told, the one that I am archiving for you all, will be written by 5 individuals brought together by fate. These individuals all searching for their place in this world and hoping for the completion of their deeply personal goals. The stage has been set for these 5 to weave their own tapestry in Aoshan history. The choices they make, the people they meet, and the story they will tell will have an impact on this world, changing it forever. As this story begins, we look toward a road in the Cross Tara Woods in the Republic of Shenthir, headed towards the capital city of Aldengate. A horse-drawn carriage journeys through the wood, manned by 2 soldiers from the Magus Arcanum, dressed in light-plated armor, purple capelets, and the symbol of Ioun emblazoned on their breastplates. Inside the carriage are 6 individuals, all shackled except for one. A drowish man, halfling woman, and furbolg individual sit shackled and awaiting their imprisonment, but these are not the individuals we are looking for. So, with that, let's roll a dice here. Let's see who we start with. Zio, you are one of our friends. You are the one who is not shackled through much protest. Would you like to describe your character?
Yeah. So, you all see an average height, about 5'8", masculine presenting tiefling. They have this scrappy and sort of kinetic energy, always seeming to be like moving, and whether it be a flick of their tail or tapping their fingers or even just like humming to themselves. Their skin is a bright teal color. Their hair is this floppy, short and wavy mop of hair with a darker shade of teal. They have 2 nubby short horns peeking from their temples, and a wide pair of pink eyes flicker back and forth around their surroundings, looking really curious. Their nose looks like it's been broken a couple times. It's a little crooked. It's got a scar that runs across the bridge. Just probably got into some little quarrels here and there. One interesting detail, though, about Zio Marino is their tail is not traditionally pointed the way that most tieflings have with their lineage. Zio's tail ends in what appears to resemble a fin. He's dressed in warm tones with a cloak, a traditional adventuring pair of pants and boots, and a sleeveless dark violet tunic that tucks into their pants and ties at the front in crisscross lines. So there's a peek of, a little bit of skin, a little bit of that cleavage. They look very comfortable.
And Angie, would you like to unmute in the captions?
In the
You are, honey. You are.
Oh no!
It's all good.
Okay.
Episode
Let's
1.
try
We're
that.
doing it. There you are.
Are we good?
All right. And as Zio kind of sits there surveying the situation, we will move over to a slightly smaller form. Lou, would you like to describe your character?
So, sitting next to Zio is a small form, struggling against her restraints, very frustratedly, probably trying to move it back, like she's trying to see how her cuffs work. So you see about a 4-3 fairy in a very well-tailored navy wool jacket. Her outfit feels very smart, reminiscent of a scout or military uniform, but still is elaborate. So little embellishes here, very well taken care of, and yet functional. There's insect-like golden wings kind of rustling, and she's really trying to make sure that they're not kind of crumpled on the seat, that she got thrown into. And she's just very perturbed about this.
Absolutely. Okay.
And she also is protecting her satchel that's kind of made out of her book, her journal, all of her information, her field notes that she takes. And she's just also keeping that and trying to maybe see if she could get something from it. And as you look down, she's got this little messenger cap with these steampunk, but also kind of, it's got some wing motif goggles that are strapped to her little cap.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see kind of this really light, wispy seafoam hair that's tucked in. And now, because she's been through a lot, some of it's falling out, and you can see longer wisps of it. But she usually tucks it to kind of keep it out of the way. Her face is very round, but has sharp features, curious, and she has very, very deep blue eyes that don't seem to have a reflection. She's still got that fae in her. And yeah, just very smart military kind of scout uniform, but lots of blue and ornate gold motifs, but still very functional for a life of adventure.
And her name is?
Oh, Lazuli. I thought I said that.
Oh,
her name is Lazuli.
I might
That's
be dumb.
Lazuli.
I might be dumb.
I heard Lou. I don't know.
And
and her name.
I was like, you're good.
In the suspense.
Right?
All.
In the suspense. And we will move over to the third of this group. Zen, would you like to describe your character?
I would love to. On the other side of Zio is a large and intimidating elfin vampire who is spreading their legs out in front of the other two, sort of protecting them with their body language. They are cuffed in front of their body and making sure everyone can see it, holding the cubs out in front of them as if it's sort of a trophy for them. Their hair, and Zio and Lou, you might have noticed that there have been some effects to their appearance since the last time you met for the first time. They were looking more rugged. Their hair was black and white, and now it's taken on more of a bluish purple hue. Their eyes that were purely silver have taken on more of a bluish glint. Something unnatural seems to be coursing through them a little bit more, and the ghosts of the scars on their face are starting to lighten and drop back. There is a prominent forehead tattoo and face runes, as well as some peeking out through a hole in the cape on their chest. They are wearing plate armor in the form of one pauldron, a tightly cinched chest piece, and there is a teacup holster with a teacup on their hip. and 2 large swords on their back.
Parent, sorry. And we are going to take a moment to take a look at these characters as these three
God, yes.
have been revealed. So we have Zio, our Tiefling Warlock, Lazuli, our Fairy Ranger, and Nivien, our High Elf Blood Hunter. And give me a second while I pull up the character art. We're gonna look. We're gonna go in order. So we're gonna look at Zio first.
Zio, can you hear me?
Here on the screen is Zio.
Holy
Yes.
Dickens.
Hello.
Look at that.
The arrow catch, like,
So
Oh my God.
Lou, Lou absolutely demolished it.
Truly.
So
Truly.
this is Zio. We're going to be posting our art in the community Discord after the session, which actually is a good time to put a we got a Discord. So go ahead and check that out. But yes, this is Zio.
Oh my
Zio.
God.
Yes.
My beloved.
Zio.
Next up is
They're so fancy though.
yes.
Yeah.
Next up is
God.
Lazuli.
my cheeky baby.
So excited.
Oh,
Look at that gun.
style.
A
Oh my
gun.
god.
She has a gun,
Oh my
ladies and
gosh.
gentlemen.
The wings.
She has a gun.
Fairy with a gun.
Over.
What do you have there? A gun!
Fairy got a
No.
gun. My fairy got a gun.
Got a
You
gun,
better
my
run.
fairy.
Oh my goodness.
So this
You can
is
see her book bag
eyes.
from there.
so this
Oh my
is
God.
Lazuli.
I love.
And last but certainly the best. I mean,
Easy.
sorry, my horny is on main. I apologize. Last but certainly not least is
I'm so ready.
Nivien Lenore.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look at those blades.
Look at those blades.
Blue,
Ah.
you're so good.
Oh my God.
This composition.
What the fuck?
And you can see their aforementioned teacup. Very
Oh.
good.
I love.
The
It
tattoos.
The
Everything.
flavor.
The flavor of
Delicious.
these characters are phenomenal. So these are the three that we are meeting here right
Oh
now.
my God.
So the three of
If
you.
Niv has one fan, it's me. If Niv has no fan, I'm dead.
Oh,
Zia-
hey,
Zia made me a
mama.
little thirsty.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so you three are currently sitting in the back of this carriage together. The Drowish individual sitting across from you, you know his name to be Kalen, but you are not familiar with his compatriots' names.
It was a. Firbolg?
Halfling and a Firbolg. Yep. I'll just say it outright. The halfling is she, her. The Firbolg is they, them. Yep. So, all right. But you guys are currently in the unfortunate position of being locked up at this point in time. You're unsure how long it is going to take you to get to your destination, but you are on the road. So, are there any conversations you guys want to have?
Can I roll for like a survival / nature to see if I know the terrain?
Absolutely.
See how long we're on the
Yes,
road for?
please. Let the ranger
Okay.
ranger, baby.
Let me range this range.
Roll
this
on
range.
the rain.
Okay. First roll of the session.
Excuse me.
Other than yours.
I wasn't a D20 and I
Alright.
just burped. I'm so sorry.
What is what are nature or survival?
Survival for you.
Bless. Thank you. 8?
8. Did you add your modifier?
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, I did.
With the way that
First roll.
first roll 8.
It's fine.
So, this carriage is perfectly covered. There are no windows here for you to look out of. Just given sound alone, with an 8, you're still in the wood. You know that it's a fairly decent trek, but you have been on the road for a little bit. So you don't imagine it's too much longer.
Zio is sitting there, kicking their feet, looking at the three across from them, like just trying to surmise their energy. Like, what is the vibe? They already know Kaylin is a little depressed, a little emo, a little bit down in the dumps. What is the vibe for the other two?
Give me an insight check.
Yes. I forgot what a D20 looks like.
What a mood.
It's got 20 sides on it.
Fuck you, Josh. You dick. It's got 20 sides on it, dude. Where do you get meteorite seal from? A meteorite.
That is a 7.
We're really keeping this consistent from the 0.5 session, aren't we?
Yeah, and
okay.
Can I be a little bit presumption and just say that Zio's like, oh, they look fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Please. Yeah.
Look at these guys.
Kaylin sort of leans over. We're not fine. You see in front of you, I'll re-describe for the audience, this drowish individual, quite lithe, long white hair sort of draped in front of his face, blue eyes peeking through on occasion. Looks like he was wearing armor at some point. That has been removed, as he's wearing an Under Armour gambeson. He just sort of... No, we're not too happy.
Can the guards hear us?
Ooh, give me an investigation check.
Were you also in the
16.
caves?
16? From what you can see, there's a small iron slat where it looks like they can open, but you imagine just as you can hardly hear what's going on outside, it is the same from the outside. It would be difficult to hear if you're quiet enough. Yeah, and Zio, you asked...
Were you also in the caves?
No. They picked
Why'd
us
you
up
get that?
before you.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Blaine. Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we were a little more south. Past Iothalor and Lockhinge. There's a mess happening in the Feywild, with the Feywild. It bleeds into our plane, and frankly, the Arcanum wants to do nothing of it. We do. We want to investigate it. We want the information to be given freely. That is the purpose of our guild.
What guild?
Thortel. Thor apostrophe Tel.
Turtle Guild.
No,
Do I know Turtle Guild?
it's not Turtle Guild.
I know.
Do any of you guys know Elvish?
No.
Niv, you
Would
don't know.
I
You don't know
know?
Elvish?
No, I do.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Lazuli, do you know Elvish?
I don't. It
Okay.
says common, Dwarvish, Goblin, and Sylvan. I
Niv,
don't know if that's...
you would recognize this in the Elven tongue as free knowledge.
I growl slightly less at these people now.
To the both.
I remember.
Does Zio know about...
Oh, with the
Foretell.
bright thing. Give me a history check with advantage, baby.
with advantage?
Yeah, given your association with a particular guild, absolutely. Turtle Guild. Dog? My Elden Ring memes.
17.
17.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yes, you have heard of the Thortel Guild organization before. They are people in active opposition to the Magus Arcanum. They look to... Sorry, I saw Button get really excited. They work to undermine the Arcanum at every opportunity. If there is an operation in active violence that is coming and they know about it, they disseminate that information to the people. They've worked with the Bright Furies many a time in order to disperse this information. They are ones that believe that knowledge is of the world. Not any one organization truly is owed the right to information. And they are also believers in Ioun. And they believe that this organization acts directly in her opposition. So they're sort of like these freedom fighters for knowledge.
I know the Tortel Guild.
You would know specifically that over the course of the last, they are the ones that broke that the nations of Driften were aiming to secede.
Interesting. So, don't you all work in accordance with Ioun?
We follow her
Right.
tenets, but only a few of our ilk have ever spoken to her. She's quite busy.
Oh, don't call yourself an elk. It's not very nice, Kaylin.
Fine. Well, yes, we have had correspondence with her. Some of us. But the hope is to get back to Lockhinge. There's a village that was unfortunately disrupted by one of these incursions. So,
Good luck. Aren't we going in the total opposite direction?
yes, we'll have to travel back there. If and when
Speaking
we
of-
get out. Yes, please.
Speaking of such, do we have any sort of plan about what we'd like to do about this situation, seeing as free knowledge is not very free when you're on shackles?
Not me. Dance.
I don't really have much of a plan, unfortunately.
Well, let's make one. Lazuli said.
Okay. As you guys begin to formulate a plan, we are going to shift scenes to our other two. As we move from the Cross Tara wood and land just outside of the walls of Aldengate itself. For posterity, this will be a little bit before this conversation is happening in the carriage. Just so everybody's on the same page. Because I'm not going to make everybody travel. Are you fucking kidding me? What a bitch move that would be. We find our final two adventurers. These two stand and wait with a half-orc soldier in armor similar to that of the cart drivers, as well as a more well-dressed human man in sleek blue and silver attire. The group of four looks like they're in a conversation as... Oh, hello, Raiders. Thank you. Welcome in. Okay, we're going to roll dice again. We're going to see who... Josh! Would you like to describe your character, finally?
Cogsworth.
Standing directly kind of to the right of the group and towering over it is a giant grandfather clock. No, I kid, obviously. Towering over the group, arms currently clasped behind his back, is a figure standing over 7 feet tall. Clad from head to toe in the daylight, it's not quite jet black. As the light refracts off of it, and there is a considerable amount of light from around him, you watch as the jet black armor almost shifts in a pearlescence into blues and greens and purples. Again, when I say head to toe, his entire face is obscured by a massive plate helm with a cross hatching across the front of it. Where you would expect to see eyes staring back through this cross hatching, instead all you see is a flickering, almost flame-like green mist which wafts out of this crack. That same mist radiates from the seams in the armor. It radiates from the plume which spouts from the top of the helmet and falls back past his shoulder. As the wind flickers past them across the hill, the flaming mist strange substance does not shift. It moves of its own volition. The cape, which falls from his shoulders, begins to bellow. That cape fades again into that same strange green flickering mist. And that doesn't catch in the wind. It just flickers of its own accord. Along or strapped across this towering figure's back is this immense glaive, the tip of which, the haft, is of that same jet black pearlescent metal. The handle is a deep maroon red wood that again sits, and he kind of observes across this entire space. And as a kind of flicker of his essence, his light, shifts, you catch one of the pauldrons is embossed in this skull. And he just stands there, gazing at this group, this monstrous figure. This is not something that people have seen in this world before. It has, over the last few days, created great concern wherever he has traveled. But he stands nonetheless abreast this hill with the group.
Everybody wants to kiss him already in chat. And what is his name?
Ser kind of looked to his left. And yes, his name is Ser. S-E-R.
Sir, sorry.
Sorry.
Amazing. I'm erect. Next up is Button. Would you like to describe your character?
Standing in the shadow of this 7-foot-plus figure is an individual who doesn't even reach 5 feet tall. In this shadow, you see this teat, femme-coated Aasimar. Echinacea has these thick, blonde curls that are long enough to fall past the small of their waist. But rather than following the laws of gravity, their hair just floats, spiraling up into the air Miyazaki style. These inquisitive, pale brown eyes, flecked with gold, peer out at the world, very worried, and being outside the gates of this city for the first time in their memory, at least, there is this reverence and terror reflected out onto the world. They are dressed in this delicate pink gown. They look the picture of a princess from a tower and nothing like an adventurer. They move with this delicacy and hesitance in every motion, and their voice sounds like they're trying to swallow it. They don't want to be heard necessarily, but they do have things to say.
And we will move over to our final overlay and show off Echinacea, our Aasimar wizard, and Sir, our Reborn Paladin. All right, give me 1 second.
Wow!
We're all together now, again!
Hold on.
We're all here!
Put him up.
I'm just thinking about the dumb doodle that I drew.
It's so correct!
So here is our Paladin, Sir.
Oh my god.
Huh! Oh my god!
I was like, how difficult can I make this for Lou? And
Oh my god!
she killed it
Amazing.
without batting an eyelash.
Holy
There's
shit!
some eyelashes batted. Like,
Oh.
how much?
Like maybe a couple. Maybe a few. Wow. That like central, it's almost like a face in the center of the chest.
Uh-huh.
Not really, but
Yeah.
like
So this
So
is
good.
Sir, and last but certainly not least,
Sir, your hand in marriage.
Echinacea.
I forgot about that. Around
Oh,
them
yes.
float 3 terrariums with these bright flowers, just
my
sort of orbiting
God.
their head.
So this is Echinacea, our Aasimar wizard.
So
The terrariums are
My-
so good.
oh,
My beloved.
These are my friends.
Echinacea.
My
Your
beloved.
hand
your friends, that's right.
All
I
right.
have
in
friends.
marriage.
So that
I'm taking Sir and Echinacea to New York, where we will have polyamorous marriage rights between me and the two of them. Not my character, me and you.
Me too. Zen too.
so this is our cast of adventurers. These are the ones that will weave the tapestry in known realms, Tolesh. So, Echinacea and Sir, you're standing aside Casimir and Ross. You have met after an interesting day of finding things out and stopping a mugging, which was very good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that did happen. You guys de-escalated a mugging, which was very impressive.
And really helped some people get on the right
Yeah,
path.
you did. Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Casimir stands there, this tall human man, looks older in age, probably reaching his 50s. This kind of shaggy at this point blonde hair with these slight white detailings, this long blue and silvered cloak, and Ross is this half-orc, heavily scarred on the right side of his face, this short militaristic haircut, wearing plate armor. Casimir sort of looks. Welcome back. I hope the information at the academy was good for both of you.
I think there's a slow glance at Echinacea from Sir.
They both slowly turn to look at each other, slowly look back. Certainly information.
One of those.
Sir says nothing, just nods.
Okay, great. Well, I see it one of two ways. We can grab these three on the road, or we can wait for them to be processed. I think the latter is a bit of a stupid idea, but I wanted to give the option.
I would certainly agree that such a choice might not be wise. If I might posit, shade would certainly be an excellent source of locomotion for us if we so elected the roadside ambush route.
Yes, I think that
It's
is...
this like haunting, echoing voice that there's a slight metallic ting to it that comes, and there's a raspiness as well that just echoes from this helm. There are no lips. There is no facial expression whatsoever. There's just sound radiating.
Okay. So, what I can do... I'll send Ross with you. And I will cast a spell and trail not too far behind. I will cast non-detection on the both of you, so that you will not be able to be drawn from divination magics if we are caught by the Arcanum.
How will that help us if they see our faces?
Hopefully they won't see our faces. That's what I'm there for.
They point at Sir.
We do cut quite a figure, do we not? Oh!
This is fair. Fuck!
Oh, God.
Oh. Well.
That was a laugh.
God bless him! Oh, no.
Ross sort of walks forward. I can give you guys something that can bump your stealth, or... I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys have any ideas?
I am deeply frustrated. I wish that you had trusted me with this plan. I earned my freedom today. And now I am being told that we have to enact a plan that will make it so that they can arrest me again, and this time they will have good reason for it. If you had given me time, I could have learned to disguise my face. I could have planned for what this would look like, but I have nothing prepared that can do this. And I am very upset with you, because I think secrecy was more important to you than trust. They're dainty and delicate as all hell, but they've got these little bald fists at their side.
Yeah.
Can Sarah step in behind them and kind of loom forward?
Absolutely. Casimir just sort of, I can cast Disguise Self on you as well. Oh.
Disguise Self works on yourself, Casimir.
Oh, I'm scared. Okay. That's fair.
Would I know, because I've been reading a lot,
Yeah,
would I know about greater invisibility?
you would.
What about the one where we can do things and stay invisible, Casimir?
Oh, that's a really good one. Okay, yes. he's staring at Sir and not looking at you in the eyes, Echinacea, but looking at the bald fists at your sides. And just, yes, that's a really good idea. Okay. Well, what we can do is start moving.
Capitalize, Echinacea.
Thank you very much, sir.
I forgot about the catchphrase. Damn it.
Capital. Oh.
Okay. Well, we can move in, and with that, Ross, I believe you have something for us. Yeah. He sort of looks back and whistles. I'm not going to do it. As you guys do hear this sort of wing flapping from the distance, just the as a griffin lands in front of you and just sort of as it sort of looks forward, it walks past Casimir and just huffs at him, but then it walks immediately up to Ross and just cat style drops its head on his thigh. And he just goes, "What's up, Tulip? Okay, we got a little bit of a favor to ask. If you wouldn't mind carrying..." I spilled all my dice. Carrying...
Oh, no!
us forward, that'd be really great. Is that okay, girl? And she just sort of screeches acceptingly, and he's like, "Oh, thank you very much. What was that?" He leans in. She's obviously not talking. He looks to Casimir. "She said you could walk." I will get there. Don't you worry about it.
Unless you would like to ride with me,
No.
Casimir.
That's very rude, Casimir.
Fine, I will ride.
Right.
I will ride with Sir.
Wonderful news.
Yes.
Capital.
Ross sits on this large saddle on top of Tulip and sort of pats in front of him. "Alrighty, come on, let's go."
Wait,
Yeah.
where are we going after we get them?
There's a small Oh, shit. That's a good question. Casimir sort of like, he takes a missive out of his... Yes, that is what I also wanted to talk to you about. There's a place in past Iothalor, which I know is important to Sir. Lockhinge, Feywild bleeding in. It might have information leading to your particular situation. So the Feywild is Echinacea. When we went to Glengeist, there was a bit of a... This is that place, so you could head there and look for information. But take this as well. He sort of takes this cube out of his pocket and hands it to you. I can't give you a home, but I can give you something right now. Take that. As you now have a modified... oh, God, I forget the item. I hate my life.
You're
you
killing
say
the
no.
game. You got so much on your plate.
Help me!
Hey,
Fish.
I need you to treat my friend kindly.
Which one?
Yourself.
Thank you. I'll do better.
You're...
Is it a modified guitar? A modified spoon?
It's
modified
an item.
car?
It is an item that turns into a tower.
Oh,
Something's tower?
instant.
Starts with a G?
Instant fortress. This is a modified instant fortress.
Whoa.
Thank
Holy
you.
shit.
Mm-hmm. It is not
Jesus
nearly as powerful. I'm telling
Okay.
you that off the bat.
That's fine.
How good is it at being dropped on things?
Damn.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Known Realms Tolesh. The campaign started 49 minutes ago, and it's over. So, yes, it is a modified instant fortress. This is Sigorn's humble abode, which is a traveling home invented by the headmaster and elected leader of Aldengate, Sigorn Larethian.
Ooh.
So, you guys have a traveling homestead.
I think as Echinacea's admiring this, Sarah will kind of step up to them and just go, and kind of as quietly as possible go, would this put us in route for Illenbell? Is that not our intended?
Hopefully this gives you some information about this process, because it seems that the bleed from the Shadowfell and the Feywild are somewhat similar. And plus it's on the way.
Ah, yes.
So you'll have to
bleed.
Yes, you'll have to move around.
What I am.
You are, yes.
Got it.
But more importantly than that, you're a man. So, you will have to move around the Waven Peaks to get up to Illenbell. And Lockhinge and Iothalor are on the way, so.
Capital. Wonderful.
Capital. Shall we go?
One moment. And I think Sarah will turn and put his metal hands to his mouth and go, King! And then go, and then go, and you just hear like this it's more of a metallic screech than a whistle.
Yeah.
And then Jade will come running up the hill. It is this jet black war stallion. Gorgeous as it kind of pulls up the top of the hill in these fairly simple, like a simple kind of cloth cover with a saddle and a bridle, and he kind of takes it. It's got these very wild eyes and seems to snort, but he raises a hand and comes.
Okay. This large black stallion sort of stands in front of you, similarly to Tulip and Ross. He sort of puts his head in front of you, just in this trusting demeanor. Awesome. Yeah. And you get on. Casimir gets behind you and sort of goes to wrap his hands, and then is like, I would rather fall.
Don't be shy, Casimir.
Casimir, hold on. They kind of reach up, jump, try to get him to wrap his arms around. And as they're jumping, they thank you very much for this. It's very kind. It really is. I'm sorry.
He just
I'm getting mad.
He puts his hand on the small of your cheek. There's no need to apologize. I have plenty to make up for. Go. We'll see you there.
Ah! And he like,
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Up and then tears off in the direction.
It scared me. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check and stretch. Sweet tea, appreciate that. So the lot of you begin to ride off, and the path of our 5 adventurers is closer and closer to converging. So, for this, we're going to move back to our trio, Zio, Niv, and Lazuli. You guys are still sitting in this cart, and the energy is getting a little bit more deflated as the halfling sort of looks forward. As soon as we get out of this fucking thing, I'm slitting throats. I guarantee you that.
Yeah. Should have a contest.
Slitting throats? Now
What
that
do you think you could do in 5 minutes?
Oh, based off of my experience, 12 at least.
30.
30? Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think you're a big shit because you're bigger than me. Wow. You're the furball kind of.
Did this character just bark?
Yes, they did.
Oh, I'm in love.
You know what? They really got you there. Whatever.
That's right.
What are your names?
Secrets.
You can call me Jen. That's what I go by.
Jen.
Jen, yes. What are you laughing at?
Zio repeating names to remember them is a mood.
I love it.
That's very true.
Lazuli's like hopped her hands like across her feet and has gotten her bag, and she's like writing them down. Like, you said Jen. Like, she's like, interesting. Where's that? What does that originate from? Phonetically, like stem.
I'm fucking. What do you? Who? What? Eat my ass.
Whoa.
Niv gets very defensive and postures in front of Lou threateningly.
Friend of Lazuli. You do this. She just sort of
That's what I
It's
thought.
okay.
for
It's okay, Niv. I don't think she meant it.
All right.
well,
Fair enough.
the Furbolg. I'm Bellin. Pleasure.
I'm sorry.
Bellin.
What?
Bellin. Bellen.
Never mind.
What did you think I
Bellin.
said?
Bellend.
Fuck you. No.
Bellin.
I'm a druid.
A druid?
They're a rogue. Why are you telling them all my information for? God, it's so fucking annoying. But you're so endearing. Fuck you.
All right, I feel attacked by what you're doing here.
I
see you, Alec.
I just made a character. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm attacking Josh.
Griffin?
It's Rivet a Castle.
Hey, Griffin.
Danny.
It's Danny, mate. And I'm okay. Since I'm a cleric, Kaylin sort of speaks up.
Okay, Kaylin, if you're a cleric.
Did you say
why
my
so
name
moody?
mocking my voice?
No.
Hmm.
No, I didn't.
Noted.
They can if they want.
You are like an attack dog. I figured
If
one.
you're a cleric,
Ooh,
why so moody?
if I'm a cleric, why am I so moody?
Clerics can be moody.
Thank you.
Moody? I've never met a moody cleric.
I've known one.
You have now.
The world that expands before my eyes.
Wonderful. I was thinking as soon as we stop at some point, these two have to piss at some point and try and take advantage. Maybe flip the card.
You don't have to piss? Do you not piss? If they have to piss, don't you have to piss?
He starts thinking about it. I have to piss.
Now that you're talking about it, I have to. As
Well, now that we're all thinking about it, I think everybody has to piss.
We just
Because,
think hard enough, so we
bec-
can force them.
Because Zio is not shackled, they are going to get up and sit across, sit like right beside Kaylin. Like,
Okay. Once we get the opportunity, I think we should all work together and try and flip the carriage.
right?
Make it look like an accident.
Is there not a lock that we could pick? Maybe.
Do you have hands? Oh god, Zio has hands. Zio, if you can try and pick the back, I mean, I imagine there's some sort of... We'll see. Zio,
Whatever.
do you want to try and unlock the back door?
Hmm.
Or our hands?
Oh my god, episode 1, bathroom break?
Buddy.
Zio's just like looking at the door and just like,
Roll the carriage. Is that what we want to do?
I think it's a great plan. He's a man.
Why?
I have
So-
wings. They're delicate.
I'm just a little curious because if we
Basker.
if I unlock the locks, right? And then I unlock the lock of here,
Yes.
Mhm.
why do we have to roll the carriage? Why don't we just
We won't if you unlock the door.
we could just go.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yes,
They can keep going, they'll never know.
correct. You're the only one with hands.
That's true. I am the only one with hands. Just hands right up to Kaylin's face.
Oh my god. Okay, so we have the group with the brain cells, and then we have the group without the brain cells. Okay. Zio, would you like to attempt to pick the door?
Nicely.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do. Zio's going to look back at the door and then look back at Kaylin and just be like, you have to ask nicely. That's how you make friends, Kaylin.
I wasn't trying to make friends.
What do you mean you're not trying to make friends?
Zio,
Yes.
could you please unlock the door?
Zio flicks his nose and then goes to the door. Just kind of hops on over, looks at it, pulls out their thieves' tools.
Okay.
Let's try this. I am using sleight of hand.
Yes.
Is it?
Oh, retroact. They would have taken equipment from you, but we'll retroact. We'll see. We'll put this to your advantage. Give me a stealth check to see if you manage to hide your thieves' tools. This is an oversight from me, so I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt here. Say that you're good enough to keep these.
Zio willingly gave.
This is true. Yep. So
their bow.
I will say, give me a sleight of hand or stealth check to see if you were able to hold on to those.
Yes. Sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same. So that's going to be a 19.
You were able to keep those. In the exchange of your weaponry, you were able to sort of circumvent the search in a way that benefited you keeping these. You were able to keep them up your sleeve. Not your sleeve. You don't have sleeves, but in your cloak.
A magician never reveals its tricks.
It's in my butt crack. Okay, 19. Yeah, so give me then a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, with the thieves' tools. So I add my proficiency, right?
Proficiency, yeah. If you're proficient.
Am I proficient in thieves' tools? I just have thieves' tools proficiency. But
with the proficiency, you would have it. But do you have the item in your inventory?
I do have the item.
Okay, so you would add your proficiency bonus.
Beautiful. That is going to be. That was a regular 18 plus a 7, so 26.
Jesus fucking Christ! You begin to pick the lock. As you do, you see this bit of arcane feedback make its way known. But with a 26, that's a really good roll. What I want you to do is to give me an Arcana check.
Arcana check?
Yes, please.
I'm not so good at that one. That's a 10.
Unfortunately, you see as you get a bit of blowback as your thieves' tools are destroyed.
Oh, fuck.
As this arcane lock, unfortunately, does not allow you to do that.
What?
Pending the Arcana check, it would have been possible, but had to put it to chance.
I'll buy you another.
Zio, with puppy dog eyes, just like pouting, looking back at Lou and Niv, holding out her tools.
Niv would become violent towards the lock at this point. I personally don't expect anything to work, but that's what they're gonna do.
Zio's just gonna like topple like on the floor of the cart and just like depressed pout.
Okay. As this fails, we're going to jump quickly to the other crew. Sir, have you been riding on the main road, or have you been trying to circumvent through the forest itself?
I think
Casimir is pointing out the way,
absolutely.
staying in line with the road. If you choose to go, yeah.
Sir is full tilt, but through the forest with like no heed to caution for his passenger.
Okay. Give me a survival check with advantage as Echinacea, you are in the air flying with Ross on this griffin-like creature. You're hovering a little off the road, but you're still able to see it.
Please. They would direct Ross to hover above Sir
Perfect.
Casimir. Also, how long has it been?
At this point, it has probably been about 40 minutes.
Okay. May I have attempted to have cast floating disc
Absolutely.
while we're up here?
How does floating disc look?
They are flying.
Welcome in, nerds.
They're holding on to Ross, and these 3 terrariums are spinning and spinning and spinning around their head, kind of like falling behind and then keeping up, falling behind and then keeping up. And they're flipping through this book. I haven't done this one in a minute because it's very situational. And they start kind of shredding unused pieces of paper into the air from the back of the text, and it starts to spin around with the terrariums faster and faster and faster until this full disc is floating behind them, keeping within 30 feet. Just a disc 30 feet back.
Take an inspiration point for that fucking spell description. That shit ripped.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
All right, and I need both of you with advantage, given the direction from Casimir and the height that you're at. Give me an investigation check to look for the cart.
I got a 14 on my survival, by the way.
Perfect. You're managing to move through this very easily.
Investigation. Also
It's
14.
good.
14?
24.
24. Echinacea, you're able to see it first as you look down. You see this carriage probably about half a mile down. You're closing in on it very quickly, especially at the speeds you're both going.
Okay.
Okay.
They, with Ross there, okay, we need to go get that invisibility from Casimir. So let's swoop down,
Okay.
let them know where the card is. It's there, by the way.
Sounds
And,
good. He looks at it.
Gosh, I don't know. Knock. Fuck. I wish they just the daintiest fuck. I wish Casimir would have trusted me. Okay. From that height, could I see any sort of window in the cart?
You still see the same slat in the front. Ooh. As you're rounding around, do you want to get a full view of it? So, because you do have to get to Casimir, so do you want Ross to fly around so you can get a view at the back end?
Casimir first.
Casimir first. Okay. So, you move over. You said you got a 20...
It's 4.
24. You're able to see a similar slat in the back that is just made of iron.
Okay.
So, but no windows, unfortunately.
That's okay. I just need them to open it.
Okay.
Or I can open it. So
But you...
So they will
yeah.
fly down, to Casimir.
Yeah, you guys
and start-
land and stop not too far off as you see this approaching. Okay, you guys are all... That is not what I wanted. You guys are all together and standing in this wooded area.
So I can get 2 of them out. If I can just see them. There seems to be a little slot in the back of the cart.
If you
What else do we
might,
have?
I would be more than happy to engage our drivers of so-called locomotive vehicle thing.
If you all want... Yes, if you want the invisibility, but maybe I should do that. I don't want to put you both at unwarranted risk. Any more than I already have.
If we're invisible, they won't know it's us.
That's fair. Yes, that's true. Invisibility. He casts greater invisibility on
Greater
the both
invisibility?
of you. Yep.
Okay. Then I think engaging them makes sense. We'll get the cart stopped. Get
Do
the
you
door
want
open.
to focus on getting the door open, and I'll focus on, or getting them out, and I'll focus on distracting and...
That sounds very smart.
Casimir will hand you a scale, Echinacea. Use this. It has knock.
What? I don't. Oh, it has. Oh, is this a chime of?
No, this is a spell scale
Ooh, with knock in it.
with knock in it.
Oh, hell yeah! Wow,
I can give you the page out of my book when we're done.
that would be very nice.
So, all right. That's the plan. Ross and I will cover if needed, but we will focus on keeping you all undetected. All right.
Ross, So Ross and Echinacea will approach from behind and try and get the door open.
Just me.
Just
you.
Yeah.
Got it. Very well.
And we will.
Am I invisible right now?
You are invisible.
You are. They try
Capital.
to reach out to feel where he is, but can't.
All right. And we will move over to the map.
Oh!
Map time.
So, here is the map. This road, and you are all coming in from this little alcove up here. Okay, and I'm just going to draw a box because I don't have a cart token. So
It's a box, it's a box, it's a box.
we'll say that this is the carriage. At this point, it is moving about here, but with the map and the stage set, that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh!
And we will get this this crime. No, not crime. We'll get this liberation going after we get back from break.
It can be both.
Hell yeah.
So, thank you guys for tuning in to session 1 of Known Realms Tolesh. This has been a lot of fun, and I very much appreciate everybody being here. Thank you to this amazing cast for being here, and I'm very thankful for all of you for being a part of this adventure. Next, we'll see you guys in about 10 to 15 minutes. And,
See you in 10.
Bye.
Bye!
See and hear you. So, last we left off, the crew is about to liberate Zio, Niv, Lazuli, Lazuli. So Echinacea and Sir are now invisible. So we're gonna treat this like a surprise round. Because it gets me every fucking time.
God.
Oh, I see.
Yes, my child.
Very good. Carry on, then, I suppose.
All right.
A
So
woman of faith.
we are going to move to a surprise round where Echinacea and Sir, you have the first action.
Question.
Yes, Dad.
Am I on shade? Or are we on foot here? What
You
is
are
the-
on
this
foot.
do? On foot. Got it.
I was
I'm happy
Echinacea.
to-
You can be on shade if you'd like, but shade is not invisible.
No, that's fine. We've got the movement, right?
And well, and Echinacea, you're on a floating disc, or you have a floating disc.
I'm walking. I have a floating
Got it.
disc.
Okay,
Can I be on shade?
you can be on shade.
Who is not invisible?
Who is not you? Nope. There's just a fucking black horse.
Perfect. Jetpack's Black Stallion, like,
Yeah.
will come thundering down the ramp here and up alongside the drivers here.
Okay.
I love that.
and then Sarah will just jump into this open seat here next to them.
Wow.
What is the point of invisibility?
Give me.
I love it. It's greater invisibility. He can do shit and still be invisible.
They can't see me. All they've seen is a horse.
Give
and, hear the
me
thud.
an athletics check to pop over.
Thank you.
And then
I'm going.
This is the most Sir thing ever. I'm a fucking ghost.
Boom!
Capital.
At 19.
19, abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, it's like you begin to jump, but you apparate more. You're like this mist form that just sort of only you're able to see it, and it's super fucking rad. But yeah, you are there.
That was so cool.
The carriage itself does begin to shift as they're like, what in the good fuck is happening? As they're beginning to sort of shift because this weight, and one of them bumps into you and is like, ow! Wait a minute.
I have come for your soul!
Oh my god! You three on the inside hear this Mage's Arcanum Guard fucking screaming. Oh, good
Perfect.
lord! Okay.
Yeah.
May I make an intimidation check?
You can. Echinacea, what are you doing? Give it to me with advantage. Okay, you're up there. Yep.
I take out my skill
Okay.
and I say, "It's a jailbreak. Become ungovernable." And I unlock. I unlock the cart.
Take another inspiration point, Josh. You get one too.
Yay!
Per house rules, we stack up to 3 inspiration at a time.
Yay!
Okay. 25. You hear this man piss himself as liquid just hits the bottom of this little sitting tray. Echinacea, you use knock on the door.
And then I fling them open.
And
I am invisible, but I'm here.
The door flings open. The 3 of you, including... I hate this. The 6 of you inside see the door open, and you see the form that is Echinacea, this small princess-looking...
Nope, you don't see shit.
Invisible.
They're invisible.
Fuck!
That's why I said,
That's right.
I'm invisible, but I'm here. Now let's go.
Zio.
You see nothing.
Zio just looks at their broken tools. It was just a late start. We got it, boys.
Okay.
Runs out.
Zio laying
Jumps
claim to
out.
the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Launching out. She's out of there.
Okay, yeah, you fly outwards. Okay. Niv?
Niv screams in terror about the ghost that follows Zio.
Okay. Screaming the entire way. You guys have 30 feet of movement. You are able to use all of it. Okay. Anything else with you 3?
Can I do a bonus action? real
Please,
quick?
absolutely. We're not in turn order, but yes, please use a bonus action.
Because I don't want them coming back here. As a bonus action, there's this invisible figure, but all of a sudden this red halo appears out of nowhere as they use their celestial revelation for the first time, and you can't see the wings that sprout from them, so I won't describe them. But because I am back here, Frightened Effect is something that the 2 in front have to save against, or they can't come this way. They can't come this way.
Smart.
Okay, what's your spell save DC?
That's a good question. It is... it's 15.
15. I will, given Sir's intimidation, these will be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sir!
Scare squad! High
Scare
five!
squad! High five! If they got 20s, I'm gonna be so mad. I can't see that.
2 1s!
Oh!
That's 2 natty 1s. Josh, you hear the other one piss himself. As they begin to kick forward and just move very quickly away. Fucking ghosts! I can't believe ghosts are real. Let's do this. they know ghosts are real, but I think they're just really taken aback by the situation.
I'm just scared.
Sir, anything you would like to do while still up front?
I think Sir will kind of shift in as close as possible so that the inherent unnatural coldness that radiates from his body
Jesus.
like kind of forms around them, and he will just quietly whisper as he glances over his shoulder. All the others are getting off, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
He will whisper, "You will ride. You will ride until you can ride no more, and then you will continue to ride." And then he'll just kind of hop off the carriage onto a shade.
You hop onto Shade. Give me another athletics check to jump onto the horse.
Hop.
Shade is a good boy.
And failed that.
You have inspiration.
I'll spend it.
Okay,
that's better. Athletics.
I'm not going to be a mean DM. I'll remind you have inspiration.
13.
13. Okay. I'll say it's enough. You are able to jump off and land on Shade. You're kind of, you're like hanging onto the side for a second, but you just managed to pull yourself up. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Sage.
Echinacea, please. Who?
Oh.
Shade.
They will yell, "The items on this card are cursed," in the hopes, because they've heard about some of the things that may be here, they want them to throw them off.
Okay. Give me a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage.
Abandon all claims to the items on this card.
Become
you said with advantage?
I did.
Thank God, because that was a 1.
Oh.
Okay.
The DC is quite low since
16.
16. Absolutely enough. As you see there, cursed, as they throw all of the fucking items, including their own, on the ground. You see their pouches hit the fucking floor as they ride off, not even looking back.
Nice.
This went a lot faster than I anticipated.
Are the other three are Kaylin, Jen, and Dawn also out?
They are out, yes.
Perfect.
And guys, let your D&D parties impress you, because we didn't even fucking roll initiative. Okay, you guys are standing in the woods. Niv, Zio, and Lazuli, 2 ghosts have freed you.
Zio's running and doing cartwheels. Like, I got us out!
Heading towards the loot. I'm like, what's...
You're walking toward the items. So, and your things are there, so you are able to have all of your inventory back. I will say, yeah, Lazuli, since you're moving towards it, give me an investigation check.
Yes.
Echinacea will head to the trees while this is happening, seeing that they clearly have not been, like, processed. And like, okay. They walk back to Casimir. Can I no longer be invisible, please?
He snaps, you are no longer invisible.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Sarah's kind of forgotten he's invisible and just is sitting on a horse watching.
I love that for him.
So there's just like a invisible, like there's just a horse there, right?
Correct.
Just a
Yeah.
big fancy horse.
Because Zio goes up to like horse.
And what did you get, Lazuli, for your investigation check?
22.
You're able to find the keys to your shackles. Okay, you unlock yourself, and I imagine pass these off to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
You can add 6 anti-magic shackles to your inventory.
Yes!
Oh no!
Yes!
I fucked myself. But
Yeah, what are you,
shut up!
What have you done?
I trust you guys to fuck me. The power that you just felt made me ill. Gross. But yes, you can add 6 anti-magic shackles to your inventory, Lazuli, since you picked them up.
These are handy.
Oh God.
Yeah, Zio is very intrigued by the horse. Just this black horse, this massive black horse.
Absolutely.
I think from the horse a disembodied comes. Oh, wonderful. I believe we were set to save you.
You speak? I found a talking horse.
The horse just goes,
Hello. What is your name?
My name is Sir. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. What is your name?
This talking horse's name is Sir? That's awesome. My name's Zio.
Horse.
Oh.
I see what is happening here. You appear to have become confused. No! The horse is not speaking. Its rider, am.
Are you gods? Are you angels?
Got it. I get what you're doing. I got it. It's the horse doesn't want to let people know.
Be you angels?
I am God or an angel, nor a horse. Echinacea, I am having issues articulating our situation to our new companions.
They also seem not to have heard me.
Is there another horse?
You guys do see as Echinacea, I believe, as you're kind of breaking toward the group with Casimir.
Mhm.
Okay, you see the form of Echinacea and
Can Zio try and climb the horse?
give me an animal handling check with disadvantage, given that this horse has a rider. But yes, you see all of you
As
see.
far as Zio knows, there's no rider
Absolutely.
there.
You all see Echinacea moving towards you with Casimir. Well, you don't know his name, but this human man at their back.
Has
That's a
Niv
9.
ever seen sorry.
What'd you get,
Is Ross.
Angie?
A 9?
Oh, no. This fucking horse rears up and just neighs forward.
Oh, there she is. No,
And
it's okay.
Casimir dispels the invisibility on you, sir, so you are now able to see the large, hulking, ghastly night form atop of it.
There's just this giant nightmare figure comes into manifestation before you, radiating like an eerie green mist as he gazes down at you. Hello.
Hello.
Asteris, is that you?
Who?
Just kind of looks like, whoa. Is it you? No, you don't sound like Asteris.
I am not
Sisters.
familiar with this name. Oh, sorry, Echinacea.
No, I was asking the same thing.
No, that's not you. But
You hear in the
I
back
am
of your
sorry.
mind, Zio. It would be best not to use my name to strangers. If you would be so
that's not a stranger.
kind. Refrain from doing it again,
Say it nicely.
please.
Okay, I will. Mwah.
I'm sorry, did you just blow a kiss?
That was just me. I'm sorry. That was not your patron. That was just me.
No, in my heart of hearts, Asteris gave me a kiss back. Zio is like, no, that wasn't for you. You can't claim it.
I am very confused by all of this. Fair enough.
Were the individuals
You're-
that we were supposed to rescue, Casimir? You mentioned 3, but I see 6 people.
The other 3 seem to be happenstance. You are all free to go.
Who are the people? Who are the?
Well,
The question going unanswered. They've been around in a circle.
he points at Zio, Lazuli, and Niv. Those are the 3 you're looking for.
Oh, good.
Okay.
These are the 3
Hello.
looking.
Niv is experiencing extreme superstition based on their upbringing and has never seen invisible mist beings or floating hair type creatures. So Niv is going to go ahead and kneel at Echinacea's feet and say, "Command me, deity."
Please get up.
Command me, deity.
Nice stand.
Please get up. I'm not a. Hello. My name is Echinacea, and I'm not a deity.
no.
What's your name?
Nivien the Null, a monster, a vampire, and your servant.
You're not. No, you're none of those things. You're maybe the.
Holy
No.
fucking Alucard.
This is a power I haven't seen before.
Power.
The invisibility I cast?
That was him.
All of this.
Out of what?
Niv points at the mist being.
Hello.
He's very special.
I can see that.
He's really
Hi.
big.
He slowly, like, there's a bunch of clanking and clanging as he, like, hauls himself off of Shade and kind of pats them. Oh. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name, as of several weeks ago, is Sir. And he does this, like, long, flourishing bow that, like, a perfect bend, like, at the hips as he sweeps outwards.
Echinacea curtsies out of practice. He's a person.
Please, come down.
He's
Do not...
a person.
It just starts just.
I'm sorry.
It's like you're in this shambling suit of armor. Zia's just like, what is this? Starts to climb it.
What is happening?
I think he told you no, so I think you should stop it.
Hello, no, down, please.
Okay, and he jumps out.
Okay.
Yes, introductions. Sir.
This is Sir.
Cool.
And my name is Echinacea. What are your names? This is Nivien, Lenore, and then. What are your names?
I'm Zia Marino.
I feel like during this whole situation, especially once Sarah became uninvisible, Lazuli dropped everything that she was holding. Like, well, she was just like, rifling, like, organizing it all out, all the stuff, just like, okay, what do we have here? And then she saw that and she just dropped it all. She's like, curious? And then she just like goes and like slowly starts to hover, like not drawing attention to herself, but just like studying, like, what is this? Tell me about it. Like, Lazuli.
I must admit, you all three have responded much better than most, save, of course, the wonderful Echinacea here, who was most kind in their introduction to me. So it is a pleasure.
You deserve to be treated with respect.
Casimir's sort of standing there.
How do people typically respond?
With screaming and running away.
That's dumb.
Thank you. I concur wholeheartedly. Zio of Marino.
Oh, it's just Zio Marino. Just
Zio
Zio.
Marino.
No.
Zio.
Zio.
Capital.
Sir.
Zio. Yes. And
Capital.
Lazuli and Nivien. Yes.
So much
the
coffee
tiny
just
little blue tiefling echoing back.
coffee just ejected out of my body. Okay, Casimir, Jesus, steps forward. So, the lot of you were wrongfully imprisoned by the Magus Arcanum. You are relinquished from your imprisonment. I apologize on behalf of the organization that I once served.
The organization of
The Magus Arcanum.
mages. What's the plan?
So you don't.
I do not. I gave these to a lead in Lockhinge.
Yes.
There's a Fey incursion happening there.
Oh, Kaylin. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
You are from Lockheed?
I'm not from Lockhinge, but investigating there.
All of these names and places are very new to me.
More than fine. Well, if you would all like to accompany us, I imagine you all have individual reasons for going, but can compensate you for your time.
Sarah's visage turns to Echinacea.
message.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
This sounds like a capital idea.
Casimir looks at the three of you, Zio, Lazuli, and Niv. If that is something you also choose to do, I can express that these are two of the finest people I've ever met. So, they would be just and good traveling companions. The world is a dangerous one at this point in time. Best not to walk these roads alone.
I apologize for barking at you earlier.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, what?
It was deeply unnerving.
Thank you.
Mm. Button?
Barks at you all the time. I had nothing smart to add.
He does look at you. They do, yes. If you...
This is Kaylin speaking, right? Not Casimir.
No, this is Casimir.
This is Casimir.
This is
Okay.
Casimir, yes. If you were to all travel together, I'll add a little less gruff, that makes sense. If you're all traveling together, I could be of correspondence with all of you. Echinacea has a sending stone that goes directly to me. So, if you are looking for guidance, I could help. Echinacea has, well, been a good influence on me. So, I will be looking into personal matters, but will help when and where I can.
We were on our own mission to guidance. There has been a situation with a relic we found, and I was going back to my unkins to abode to perhaps seek some counsel in a delicate matter.
That's
Where
draconic,
is the
yes?
general direction? Indeed.
Be going around toward the end of the Waven Peaks. And if I'm correct, looks toward Echinacea and Sir. Ilinbel is the next goal, correct?
Yes.
Your next goal. You said it's in the
Yes, very
mountains?
much.
Give me a survival or nature check, Lazuli. I will give you advantage because you know where you live. You know where your benefactor lives.
Oh, that's good.
That was the 4, because
Jesus Christ.
and there's a 16. Okay, let's do, yeah, that's 21.
You know that the initial trek is a little ways off, but the turn around to go toward Ilinbel is actually really close to where Ishwar's estate is. Okay.
Is that going to
Well-
help you, Lazuli?
We can stop on the way, and if Ishwar deems these companions potentially not to the best of my advantage, and I might, yes, I think that would be good.
Casimir chuckles. Ishwar.
You know him?
Familiar.
Hmm.
Is he still a bit of a recluse?
I try, but
Hmm.
I'm a scout for him.
Makes sense. Well, give him my regards.
Whoops. Actually, is there a way to use sending to talk to him to give him an update? I don't.
Would you like me
he-
to
he
cast sending to
seems
him?
Please.
Sort of. I see. I'm the telephone. High level wizard. Shit. Sure, of course.
Ring, ring, ring.
He's counting. Almost immediately, Lazuli, you hear, "Good God, you're safe. Good. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that you're all right. I was worried that I was not able to communicate with you. It seemed that there was some sort of arcane shielding because I was not able to get to you. But I'm glad you're safe. Let me know where you're headed, and I will set T for whenever you get back. Give me updates about the orb.
You told me about the one.
And you have a...
Maybe.
That's right, yeah. You then give me... You have a 25-word response if you choose.
Okay. All right.
Ponder
We
my
found-
orb.
we found even more companions. We should be heading up soon. More adventures to come? Question.
You don't get a response, but you do get the feeling that it is delivered, and he is understanding.
Yay.
Okay.
Oi. You. And Zio points to Casimir, because this looks like the most capable, not the most capable, but like a person that might help.
Yes.
Are you returning back to Aldengate?
Briefly, and then I will be leaving the city.
Cool. Can you pass a message for me?
To whom?
Try of the Bright Fury Guild. I'm supposed to meet them. Lizard folk individual.
Lizard folk named Tri of the Bright Fury Guild. That I can do.
Yes. Or you can find Carcoon, Hobgoblin woman, or Sabra makes amazing hummus.
Fuck you.
Drow.
Get fucked.
Drow individual.
Immaculate.
Noted. I will let them know the location of Lockhinge as well.
Yes,
Just so,
please.
yeah.
Just let them know so that Bright Fury is tracking where I'm at.
Absolutely. I can do that.
Thanks.
Well, Ross, bring it down if you will. He sort of, fuck, I always have to do that heavy lifting. Comes down, being led by Tulip. You all see this griffin walk down with a carriage for the lot of you.
What?
Figured this makes travel a bit easier. I spent my time building it. It's folding, so you'll be able to prop it up whenever you're ready.
Ross, that's amazing.
Yeah, I dabble. But
Zio is approaching the griffin.
Same. Lazuli's in tow. They're both like, hey!
it just sort of rears back. Its neck puffs. Just give me animal handling checks to both of you if you wish to approach.
Can Zio, as they are approaching, Zio will also, in like a flicker of lights and sort of like fey energy, a pseudo dragon appears on Zio's shoulder.
Would you like to describe your pseudo dragon?
Yes. So, their pseudo dragon has a little bit of a pinkish and teal and blue color to them. They're dainty and small enough to just sort of sit on their shoulder, and they spread their wings to have sort of like more feather-like wings as opposed to bat-like wings from of the more dragon-like. Definitely more fairy, more fey-like in nature. And they've got these like big eyes, and they're staring at the griffin with the same intensity.
Your pseudo dragon goes, "It's very pretty."
I know, it's very pretty.
Can you talk to it?
No.
Lulu.
I can't.
No, Lulu.
I'm sorry. Well, I have telepathy. You see as Lulu just looks forward. Oh, you can? Would you
I
like?
can speak with animals.
Go for it. What'd you get on your animal handling?
I
check,
also
Lulu?
got a 20.
20.
I got a 19.
Okay. You see, as it kind of assesses your demeanor, Lou, with that roll, how do you approach? What do you say?
I feel like she's gonna do almost like she her eyes locked on, and she kind of did like a little like light, not like a full head dash, but like she's kind of skipping, and like each step she's hovering and flitting, like, oh my gosh, like, and but she like as soon as she kind of really gets close, she slows down, and like wants to kind of do like the slow like horse girl kind of moment. With like wanting to touch maybe like the side of the neck or the beak, and just being like, do you need to sniff me? I don't know. But yeah. But then also in that interaction, I feel like she also would have overheard Zio say, like, talk about, can you talk to the animals? And she'd be like, I can.
Okay. And are you casting Speak with Animals?
Yes.
Okay. And as you ask those questions, Tulip sort of, no, I'm fine, thank you.
What?
I don't need anything. You can approach.
Did you Lazuli, did it say anything?
It said, "I'm fine, thank you. You can approach." Yes.
Zio bounces up. Their
I'm just
tail
gonna full just become into the feathers. Yeah, like.
You guys are able to approach it and pet Tulip. Okay. But
right under the beaks.
just sort of gives into that. But with that, the carriage is delivered. Anything, Niv, Sir, Echinacea, you guys would like to do?
I suppose Shade will be pulling this, yes?
Ideally, yes.
Right. I will set about harnessing and doing this. However, I am supposed to do that, which is not something I have the knowledge of, as far as I am aware.
Ross is like, I can help you. I can help you with it.
Oh, good. Wonderful.
Yep.
Please show me, for I am certain that as we stop, we will need to unconnect the horse.
Yeah. Ross walks up and helps you out. So no roll required there.
Oh.
But
I see.
Yeah.
And this goes in here.
He does go through slowly the process of just like, right, so you want to loop it here. You want to make sure it's tight in this mechanism that way. This is a horse capable of really high speed and a lot of power. So we want to respect that power and not really, restrict him in any way. This is the best way to do that. Yeah.
I wouldn't think of it. Wonderful.
Of course. Well, that helps. So there you go. Yeah.
Ha. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here you go, Shade.
Shade, a little uncomfortable at first, but after a few minutes begins to settle in the harness and just sort of just kind of gets comfy and definitely excited to move.
Yes. I'm sure we will get going quite soon, old friend. Just a few odds and ends and griffins to attend to.
Okay. Niv, Echinacea?
Niv is going to go up to Zio and very quietly say, "Did you make friends with that horse?" Did you make friends with that horse?
No, I don't think so. It kind of stepped away from me, and I think it's Sir's. I thought it was a talking horse. It's not a talking horse.
Do you think they're gods?
Gods?
You hear in the back of your mind, no.
No.
In the same
No.
I loathe you.
Do you still have the orb? Is it safe? Well,
thinks really hard, pondering.
You can feel the energy surge within you. The orb is a part of you, but it is no longer a physical item.
Orb's good. Well, it's not orb anymore. It's like a you know how it feels like when you're after a long day on the beach and you go back home and you lay down and you try to go to sleep and you still feel the water and the waves around you?
yes.
It's like that.
Take an inspiration point, Angie. I love that.
That's very good.
Okay.
If people are piling into this carriage, then Ganesha just turns around to Casimir, holding this small copy of the Matron's Dance. Where are you going to go after Aldengate?
I have a private home not too far off that Valor and I built together. I will stay there. I brought these. He takes out 3 books. One, A History of Elves. 2 memoirs from Arvindor. And then the last one is Fairy Tales of Ayosha.
They look down. I only have one book for you. It's this teeny, slender copy. It makes me think of Valor. Thought you would want it.
Takes it. After that sentence, there's a bit of reverence there. He takes the book and just... Hopefully it won't remind me of him for very long.
Going to do my best. Going to do my very best, Casimir.
I know. He sort of walks closer to you. I've had a lot of experiences in this life. I was not of the body of my choosing. So I found the means to become who I am. And I am now. I've found the path to continue to build myself in the image I deem appropriate.
You're a very handsome man.
I always have been. But I hope to give you and all of you the tools to do the same. To walk through this world and forge yourselves in your own image. Not in the one that systems of power place upon you.
They hug him around the middle.
He's taken aback by that for a moment. As this dynamic has been hot and cold a lot of the time. But he slowly wraps his arms around you. A small paternal kiss on the forehead. You're going to find him. And you're going to save him. I believe no one better to do it. And now, you have more friends. Which I think is a lovely thing.
Going to find them both and save them both.
I know. Well, go to Lockhinge. Find your answers. If any of you need anything, please.
Please take care of Ross. I know that you think he's a himbo, and you are not wrong, but he's a very good boy.
I'm leaving. I'm headed to the Scorched Isle for a bit.
You're going
They
to
run
Scorched
over and
Isle?
hug him too.
He hugs them. I'm sorry. Yeah. Casimir's leaving. I got no reason to stay, especially if you're gone too. I know with Sir, he kind of looks over. You're going to be safe, and you guys can help each other find the answers you're looking for. It's going to be good. And yeah, Zio, I'm going to the Scorched Isle.
Cool. I'm from there.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Cool. With a name like Scorched. That doesn't quite add up for me. Perhaps I am missing a little bit of context.
It's an island that has a very active volcano on top of it, so it's called the Scorched Isle.
Why would you call it
Yeah.
cool then?
Cool
Because it
in
is.
like the descriptive way of something is, it's capital.
God
Well,
bless him.
Yeah.
Say capital then.
Yeah.
Why say cool?
You can interchange cool and capital if you like.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. I love this game. Fucking Christ, it's so good. Okay, yeah, very cool. But I'm from there initially, so go home.
You also from the Scorched Isles?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, yeah, not a little bit. Yeah, I was like born there. Yeah,
A part of me is.
part of me was. I was a baby there at some point, but am I who that baby was? Am I some? I'm getting a headache.
I'm gonna miss you.
No.
That's
That's awesome.
I'm gonna miss you too, Echinacea, but I'll see you soon. I'm sure of it. He doesn't cognize that he's welling up with tears. Yeah, totally. It's gonna be rad. All right, I'm gonna tulip. As you see Ross jump on this griffin and just blast off and fly away. Casimir looks at the lot of you. I think this is a good group. You look well together. And if you need help, you can always call on me, and I will help if I can. But the world is yours. Good luck. He lingers on you for a second, Echinacea, and then looks to Zio. Yes?
So, how did you guys know to find us?
I was given the intel that people were arrested unjustly, and given conversations I've had with Echinacea and Sir, I came up with the idea of maybe putting you all together.
Yes, we witnessed a horrific nightmare vision of the past, and then were told to come liberate you.
I might be a bad person.
I don't know
I
about
mean,
that.
I do.
we could also be bad people, and you're entrusting someone very important to us.
Bad person wouldn't ask that question.
I love bad people. Thank you.
That one scares me. They balked at me and they just said that.
What? No, Niv is cool. Right, sir?
Ah,
Cool.
like the Scorched Isles, yes.
Yes, like the Scorched Isles.
I hate how endearing you all are. Get fucked. Well, I should be off. The road ahead is... It's a little bit of a ride to Lockhinge, but... Good luck.
Echinacea takes out a copper wire as he's turning around. You're a good person.
There's a second as his walking slows, but he sort of... You hear... I seem to be learning that from you. Good luck. As Casimir leaves. And it is all of you together. So, you eat my dick. You guys are... Sorry.
Whoa.
I dropped something and I yelled at it. So you guys on the map, if we want to completely divert from what I said, are just on the outskirts of Alden Gate here. So Lockhinge...
all these gates.
Lockhinge is about 100 miles away.
Whoa.
About how many days travel is that?
You know, Josh,
Wait a minute. Didn't I know.
you came from Iothalor, and that took you about 4 days.
Capital.
So you'd be able to
You're
get
going
there
north.
by the end of the week. So the plan is to go south to Lockhinge, go around the mountains, and then go up.
Oh. On the mountain.
So,
I
Do
thought
we
that
happen
was
to
fine.
know the most auspicious route from Alden Gate to Lockhinge? I came through Iothalor, but there are other roads along, perhaps that circumvent that little jaunt northwards.
Would Zio's work and time with the Bright Fury Guild, and the
Yeah.
considering that they do a lot of kind of underground
yeah,
work,
give me a... are you trying to see if you know a different path?
Yeah.
Give me a survival check.
Yeah. something away, like, you know, off the beaten path.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. Okay, so you are aware that with the bright furry.
Yes.
What's in your mind, bud?
Lot of disgusting-ish. You guys can ride the mountain path, but that is going to take a little bit more time. This keeps you off of the main road here, which is the most direct path. But if you ride the line of the Wavered Peaks and cross this little ravine here, you'd be able to get there.
Yeah.
And
so
it
if
is
you
not
go-
directly, in the path of anything.
So if you go this way, and then for about long, and then you go down, and you go around, and yeah, blockage.
So
That's
you-
exactly how Zio describes it. It
you're
gives no
pointing-
distance, no time, just visualize it in their mind, and then points. That's what it is.
Sarah leans over to Echinacea. Am I supposed to be seeing a map right now?
I am uncertain if a spell was unsuccessfully cast.
It would seem that perhaps. Thank you, Zio. So, which would be the first port of stay that we would traverse through on this route of yours?
You know that there is a small little hamlet right in that initial lining of the Wyvern Peaks past Isle Thalor, that is called Helmfast. It is a very small hamlet, but you have stayed at a local inn there before with the Bright Furies.
Or
Helm-
are we passing through Iothalor?
No, you're circumventing it, but you can pass through Thalor if you choose. This would circumvent that main city line. But you are going past it.
I've never, to my knowledge, I have no memory of being outside of Alden Gate, so I am no help.
Yes, I know the distance between Iothalor and Alden Gate, which I have traversed exactly one time.
Well, I can lead you all there.
Yeah, Kaylin sort of looks. I can assist Zio if you
Whoa,
like.
Kaylin, you're still here?
Yeah, he is in full plate armor. He has a tattered black half capelet, and his hair is now tied up in a bun. You can see a few scars on his chin and across his nose. These deep blue eyes looking forward. You see that there is a shield at his back and a mace on his hip. Right. So I can assist with leading if Lockhinge is the goal, because we were headed there anyway.
That would be very helpful.
Of course.
Very good.
I don't know your name. I got everyone else's. I'm Echinacea.
Kaylin.
Kaylin.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you. This is Jen, and this is Belen.
I'm Jen Bellin.
Bellen.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Kaylin was the one I barked at, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Niv barks again, but it's in a totally different tone. It's very appreciative and like a little bit of like a
Like a
"What's up?"
flirty bark.
Okay. Yeah.
A woof.
He give me an insight check, Niv.
19 plus 2, 21.
There's a submissive blush.
Oh my god.
Kaylin!
Content warning,
Noted.
horny.
Noted.
Okay.
Wait, is it visible to other people?
If you guys,
The submissive
what
blush?
are your passive insights? All of you, see if you get it.
My
11.
11. Echinacea, you do not see it.
13.
13.
13, 13, 14.
14.
Lazuli catches it. But Zio
I'll
and
raise
Sir,
an
no.
eyebrow like,
Okay. All right.
Very well. I will climb onto the front of the cart and prepare it for leaving.
Departure. Cool.
That's the word.
All right. So Kaylin will follow you up front, sir, and we'll take a map out and start. Okay, so we'll want to start taking this path and kind of explaining the way to go to you. So definitely aiding from the front.
Very good. Sir goes to like do the leg.
Zio,
Yeah.
Zio, while all this is happening, Zio disguised self as a smaller version of Kaylin to look exactly like Kaylin and was repeating everything Kaylin was saying.
Oh, there are two of you now.
Yes.
Lovely. Double the personality.
All right. So the three of you, two Kaylins and a Sir, are up front prepping the ride. What are the other three doing in the back, if anything? That sounded way weirder than I intended it to. What are you three doing in the back?
Niv would like to approach Echinacea. Is Echinacea free at this moment?
They were looking at Nivien nervously.
Niv's sort of sheepish looking at this point, but in a gruff, powerful way. Comes up to them. It's like, I have gathered that you're probably not a god.
That's correct.
It's embarrassing for me, really, but as you can imagine in the moment, quite an exciting thing to behold. But thanks is still necessary, so if you need anything, or if your effervescent friend should need anything, we have this for you.
Yes.
I used that word wrong once.
Thank you very much, and the same is true to you. I'm very excited to be traveling with you.
It flushes weirdly.
They notice it and aren't sure what it means, but they are you okay? Also, are you a vampire? And if that's so, how are you blushing?
Extreme willpower.
Oh, I see.
I am a vampire, but we may need to compare your lore to what has brought me to this state.
Oh, I don't know much of anything. I'm just curious.
But I do have blood, and it does rush to my face occasionally. And Niv kind of gives you a little smirk, showing off their teeth.
Oh my goodness.
Already showing teeth? on the first date?
That is very interesting, and I'm very curious about the differences between common lore and your experience.
I'm certain we'll have some time to talk about that in our travels.
That sounds wonderful.
Lazuli?
Is he a god? Sorry.
What did I pick
I
up
don't think so.
from the carriage that everyone, like, the people dropped?
Yeah.
Know what I got? My loot.
You can add 30 gold to your inventory as well. They drop their money pouches, as well as 2 potions of healing.
Oh, damn!
All right, 2 potions.
These guys
of
were like,
healing.
"Oh, it's cursed."
Ghost!
It was so, Josh, that was such a fucking good play. And I'm a fucking, you could have just walked up as yourself, but the fact that you were invisible as is, just very good.
I was like, this works.
This is very good, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
All right.
I'm going to clear, as I'm like putting stuff away and such, I'm going to clear my throat. I do believe you had mentioned that these objects were haunted in order to potentially protect an artifact that we may have been carrying, correct, Echinacea?
That is
Do you
correct.
know of this? I do have some bad news. Are you aware of this news?
No.
This important artifact of immense power has been absorbed by our dear friend Zio.
I really don't care about stuff, but is Zio okay?
It appears so. They seem even more powerful, but I did want to alert you that you will not find it in this carriage or anywhere.
I appreciate you telling me. I don't need the stuff. It was just
Okay.
a reason to find people to travel with it.
Okay, well that's great. You have that.
I feel very rich in
Oh,
company.
Lazuli's thinly veiled concern is immaculate.
it's so good. Holy shit. Okay. And you guys begin
So-
to, sorry, Lou, please continue.
I'm gonna pull out my little anti-magic cuffs, 2 of them. I did find these, however.
You have
Yes,
6
yes,
of
those
them.
are very
Give them
great,
to
but
them.
they're
Oh. What's the matter?
nothing.
I can hold it if you'd like.
Yes, please.
Okay. Or Nib, would you like 1 or 2? It's
No,
nice
but the
having
next
a
time
couple.
we go into a city or town, could you put some on me and lead me around while I bark at people? Thank you.
I'm like,
I shouldn't be so attracted to this.
Me too.
can I hold your chain? Just like a fairy holding it back.
Perfect.
Scary dog privileges. I'm gonna take you
Ned is a scary dog.
Oh my gosh. That would be amazing.
Alright.
Okay, now we can.
Everyone's gonna miss it.
So-
Hold on back there. Yeah.
All right, all of you begin to travel forward, moving through. I hate this campaign so much, and it just started.
Sir turns to Zio and goes, I must admit, I've never driven a cart before.
This is true.
Yeah.
Theo just
Kaylin is sort of.
"Me neither."
Do you want me to drive it, sir?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Faster, Shade.
Give me
Ah!
give me an animal handling check with advantage. This is Shade. You know him.
Thank you.
So, Zio was this guy's self, was a shorter version of Caleb.
Yes.
Zio is now going to disguise self as a small version of Sir. Just like compact, like transform small. So that Kaylin is just between two two walking suits of armor.
I hate you.
Very good. Look at you.
Do you? No, you don't. Isn't
What's a
this funny?
small
Look at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a
Last
con
like Sir.
saving throw to see if he can.
Do I sound like that?
No, you have much more gravitas.
Oh,
No,
Godly.
you have much more gravitas.
He fucking fails to save and does laugh at Zio going. He's just. Wow.
oh. Yes. Well, I got a 6 on the animal handling.
With advantage?
Yeah. I rolled a 4 and a 5.
Oh no.
You guys go really hard for like 20 minutes. And then Shade gets really tired. Shade is just like and just fucking stops and just conks. Is asleep.
May have misjudged what this would be like to carry 7 of us. That is a mistake.
Yes.
I have miscalculated.
Well, it looks like
we
we're
will
resting.
be making camp for the night. Wonderful.
The proclamation,
Uh,
we're making camp.
This is a good spot, I would assume. So let us set up, shall we?
Okay.
And he like bangs on the side of the thing.
Okay.
Right. We've made it for today. Rest time, everybody.
You've been in this cart for not even a half an hour. All of you are aware of that.
Oh, wow.
Like our conversation probably just ended.
Yeah,
and we're like,
honestly,
"What?"
yeah. Yeah. And then Sir's just like, we're done.
Everybody, get your sleeping things together and in order, and we'll set up. He gets off
Okay.
Or do you
and immediately
do you
attends to sleep. Pardon?
do you sleep?
No.
Big question.
I have found that I stand in a corner very quietly.
Fuck.
Oh.
Niv has a piece of paper that says God ? And there's no and yes, and they make a little mark under the yes column.
It would seem that I also don't breathe, or eat or drink.
Whoa.
Holy fuck.
Interesting.
Yes,
Oh.
but that's good because you can all sleep, and I will make a racket if anything terrible comes on. Unless you wish to stay up, of course. I would not want to impose upon you. I am very sorry that we are already taking camp. That is a mistake I have made. I miscalculated.
Do you like to play dice, sir?
I'm sorry, a dice? What is a dice?
Zio has taught me a lovely game. Of
Oh.
dice.
All right. He's finishing up setting up Shade and like trying to do like his duty, but there's all this stuff happening. He's like, And he moves up. Dice. Okay.
You see as
what is
Kalen begins to pick up and like setting up camp and like tearing down shade for the night.
Thank you.
Of course.
Dice. Yes. He goes to sit on a stump and pulls his knees together and very daintily sets himself down on a log.
That imagery is so good.
That's perfect. Zio is crouched right in front, right beside Sir, pulls out their dice set. Is Niv there with us?
Niv crouches down
Okay.
next to you, yeah.
Yeah, so we're
I'm
crouched.
sorry, am I supposed to crouch? He turns and goes to crouch.
We're all crouched in the ground. And then Zio shows Sir their dice game, which is we just roll the dice back and forth at each other.
And after a moment of this, Niv rolls the dice at Sir kind of expectantly,
He goes to touch it and there's a pause, he's worried he's going to break it. And then he and it is this massive jet black gauntleted hand that ends in a protrusion, a pointy tip, and he kind of bats it towards Zio. Am I
Niv
doing
cheers.
Yeah. And then just
As
Well done,
the
well played.
That's
Well
it.
played.
that's the game.
Did I get points?
Yes, I think so. I think
Oh.
we'll have. Yes.
This is very amusing.
You know what?
Oh,
We just do this for hours.
hours, you say?
Yeah,
Oh, and it engages you 4 hours.
for hours.
They always
Well-
roll a little bit differently. They always
Yeah.
turn up different numbers. Sometimes
Oh,
they don't make it
yeah.
all the way to you.
And might I, have you considered adding the numbers up, perhaps?
We should do that. We should do that.
do that. We should do that.
Well,
Niv makes another hatch in the god column.
as you guys begin to
the himbo energy is so
yeah.
strong, and I love you both.
as you guys begin to set up for this
Himbo,
game.
thembo. Sorry.
No, you're good. We're gonna take another quick break. Take another wee quick
Yay!
break. So we will be back shortly. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, now they can see and hear you. It was like, it was all black for a second. I was like, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, God, hold on. Your desktop audio is not on. It's back now. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Known Realms Tolesh. Session 1. We're doing that thing. Sir overexerted Shade for the first bit of travel, so we're camping already. You'll live to see it. So, we are just letting this crew do their thing. So, you guys are setting up camp for the night. How are you approaching? How are you doing this?
What's the time of day? Since we probably ended.
At this point, it is probably about 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think so. Do we have like a fire going? We don't have any. We're pretty much like off the beaten path, so we're good with like probably like setting up a little fire, making it warm so that we're not like super cold. I'm assuming that it's a little bit chillier in this area, close to the mountains, right?
Yeah. You guys are nearing the mountains, but you are in a bit of a covering of trees, just to be able to be protected. So.
Zio is by the fire, feeding little scraps of food to Lulu specifically, and talking with their pseudo dragon, just catching up, just how they do whenever Lulu goes away and then comes back.
Good deal.
Echinacea has no memory of ever sleeping outside before, so I think they spend a while talking to the plants in their terrariums. Which tree do you think we should sleep underneath?
Cletus sort of, that one looks pretty big.
I fucking forgot Cletus existed.
That one seems pretty big, nice coverage, and, just some sort of protection from the elements, which is good in a tree.
It's very wise.
Is this the
Thank you.
Is this a plant, or is there a creature
You guys
inside?
are unable to hear it.
Oh my god.
And then...
Are we all able to hear
You
it?
are not. No, Echinacea is able to hear it.
Okay.
Echinacea's walking around talking to themselves.
Yeah. But you hear Jonathan. I concur with what Cletus, was it? Yeah, Cletus is my name. Of my choosing.
I respect that. And Nameless, have you picked a name yet?
I'm still thinking on it. But Duchess is really hitting me nicely.
I respect that very much. Do you have a favorite tree, Duchess?
No, they're big and stupid.
Well, that's very mean to the tree, but I respect your opinion.
Thank you very much.
They will pick one of the trees that Jonathan and Cletus have picked out and settle under it.
Okay.
I think I'm doing it.
Yeah. You're camping? Is that...
Yeah.
Zio watches all of that and sees them just like settle themselves and just like, hey, make sure to tie up your belongings as tightly as possible, especially any food rations, because there's these little critters that will come down from the trees and will steal it.
They look up in the tree, terrified. Where?
Little raccoons, mainly. They've got little hands, and they open your bags and take stuff away. I woke up one time and there was one on top of me, just like right there,
It's
about
very
to just
scary.
grab. No, they're not scary. They're just little thieves, like little rat thieves that live in the forest and steal your food.
That's not scary. Okay. Thank
They were
you.
like, sometimes when they get a lot of food, they get really fat and round. So it's kind of cute, but most of the time, yeah, not scary.
Not scary.
I think on the other side of the camp, Sarah's been like awkwardly hovering around things and pretending to busy himself. And then eventually he will approach Lazuli. And it will be like an approach and then stop and turn around to go do something else, and then an approach. And eventually he will approach you. Lazuli, I have had the opportunity of meeting everybody else. Nivien has shown me the dice game along with Zio, who spoke to me as a horse, but I have not yet been able to introduce myself more than superficially. So, hello. Good, nice to meet you.
Charmed. You as well.
Charmed, yes,
So-
charmed.
What are you? Perhaps I may ask. Because you are something very strange and unusual, but quite magnificent. I can tell.
Well, that is a very good question. One that I am not very well equipped to answer. Echinacea and I have received a few snippets here and there, and they might be more capable at describing. But from what I can tell, I am a person who died some, Alec, how was it, 90 years ago? 50, 60?
50.
50.
A person who died approximately 50 years ago. I do not recall any of this. However, we witnessed my death. The last thing I recall is waking up buried alive.
I'm such a rat piece of shit.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So good.
What are you?
I'm a fairy. You
What
walked up
is
to her.
a fairy?
So she had already doing like this whole thing. She had already like snuck off. She's got like took off her overcoat, and so she has kind of like a not necessarily a dress shirt, but not a nightgown or a dress. But it's basically it looks like a dress shirt from the top, and then it kind of like frills out, and that's what's kind of underneath her thing. So it's basically her pajamas, and so she's like set out her nice little thing like a pack roll. No, it's fine. And now she's cracked open her book and she's been journaling about the day. You may, if you glance down, you may see some sketches of you in there because she was like suddenly strange plumage. You know, it all looks very like scientific, and she's taking like exact notes on basically everyone in the party of like facts, you know. And she's just like, And so you coming over here, she's like writing, yeah, like interesting, okay. And like 50 years ago.
He keeps glancing down at the book and then going back because he doesn't want to be rude because he's asked you a question. Yeah.
Well, no, during this whole thing, and she's like, I'm a fairy, you know, like I'm a fairy.
Yes. What is a fairy?
Wild. It's kind of like, do you know about the planes? Different planes, material plane.
I am aware of the bleed between them.
Yes. So I'm from technically the other side. I'm a being of like the Fey nature.
Oh, capital.
Yeah.
I also am from the other side.
I don't think it's that side, but
No,
yes,
The
one of them.
The shadowy side.
Shadows, yes.
Anyway, okay.
So we're visiting.
And so you have wings.
I do.
That is very nice.
Indeed.
He's like trying to make conversation and just absolutely failing at it.
He's the best.
I think
You-
perhaps. Oh yes.
Could you like show me your hand? Turn it over. She's just like sketching it, like carrying on the conversation and just interesting. And so, did you die wearing this, or is this like something?
Such a rude fucking question. Oh my god.
I can't say that I know.
Because there's no clear sign of.
Is
damage.
this audible?
Yes, absolutely.
Echinacea jumps up and runs over, like, yes, that's a very, okay, no.
And-
They, like, panicked for Sir.
Yeah.
So, No.
Also, you would have heard the
No?
the Feywild mention as well, Echinacea.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So. Sir, are you okay?
Drawing my hand.
Yes.
Isn't that wonderful?
Everybody's baby.
Yes, it is.
Except Niv, they're a dog.
Nibs also kind of slunk over and sees your hand and kind of reaches their hand out to shake hands with you. They want to touch you.
With Sir?
All right. Yes, a pleasure to meet you yet again.
My hand doesn't go through your hand.
I am not
Echinacea, it
incorporeal
sounds like
right
you're going to give me
now,
important
no.
information.
He did say right now, though, which is an interesting indication.
Right now. They finally let go of your hand eventually.
Oh, thank you. It's good to have that back. Oh!
In an attempt to get Lazuli to stop asking Sir questions about his death, Echinacea says, "Okay, so yes, some very interesting things," and they kind of stand in front of Sir as if they're going to block him, but they can't.
Physically impossible.
He's like, he steps back a little bit. Kind of watches over
Perspective.
Echinacea's head. Yeah.
So 50 years ago, in the northern parts of the Republic, these rifts open.
Northern.
Yes. Between God send help. Between Illenbell and I can't read that on the map. Isle Deal? Is that right? Isle Deal?
Where? There's Illenbell and Iadil.
Iadil. Thank you. And between Iadil, these rifts started opening up to the Shadowfell. And it's odd because exactly 50 years later, it's now happening with the Feywild. So there's a chance that they may be connected, as we seem to have some connection to the Shadowfell and to the Feywild. Please don't ask Sir questions about death.
Started opening up. And what was this dream? Someone said about a terrible dream where everything goes wrong. What was that about? Right? There's some kind of, you saw something about everybody dying, the world ending, that sent you here to bring us.
The world
to stop
didn't end.
it. Okay,
It was a vision of the past.
a
My
past.
past. Where I am. Expired.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
thank you, Echinacea.
So you know that he wasn't wearing that. Correct. So this is some kind of new development.
I don't think
Perhaps.
I was
So-
wearing
You,
You saw yourself
this-
die.
kind of.
You saw yourself go to war.
Sorry, Button?
Sorry, I was just going to ask if he was.
You both would know that he is wearing the armor that he was. It has just been completely altered due to this experience. It has become a piece of who Sir is and has been physically altered. So, yeah.
I don't recall all the skulls.
I believe that most of it is the accoutrement of the Ebon Eyes, though.
Yes.
Okay. Of the what?
Ebon Eyes.
Ebon eyes. Interesting. And what is
Yes. It is apparently an order of my ex-compatriots, though I do not recall this.
that?
You know, I died a bit once as well.
She like pulls over Niv's page that already says "Can't blush."
And what was that experience like for you?
I don't really recall, but that's what Dr. Satosh said. Satosh.
Dr. Tolesh.
Dr. Tolesh.
Zen said
No one wrote-
Zen said it in their zero session, referred to him as Dr. Tolesh like 3 times, and it was really endearing, so I didn't say anything.
Guys, please call me on this stuff. My brain
I will,
is
yeah.
in.
I do not want to be rude or pry into painful memories, but perhaps one day we could converse about your experience. I'm certain it would be enlightening to my situation.
Dead friends, yes.
Yes! Capital wonderful! Ah.
Zen. Or fucking all these three-letter nibs.
Yes,
I see you have a teacup.
I do.
Would you like some tea?
I don't often use it for tea, but I will join you this time.
I
Okay.
forgot.
What do you use
I
it for?
Blood.
Oh,
Caitlin, another submissive blush.
where do you get the
There
blood?
we From my enemies.
Oh.
And now from your enemies.
Oh.
Let's.
What a pledge. Holy shit.
That is deeply confusing.
And my teacup.
Very nice.
I could also, I would happily go for some tea as well myself.
So she's like, Lazuli makes tea.
Okay, you make tea. Absolutely.
Yes.
Zio,
Very good.
I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
Boy. Wisdom saving throw. That's an 18.
18. You are given the opportunity to accept or decline this invitation. It's one you've felt before. The call of your patron.
Zio, without like not telling, like he's like they've been gathered with everyone, just kind of listening in for strangely being silent for a bit, just kind of like watching back and forth everyone talk. As they feel this call, they're going to get up and just walk straight across the camp and go to like the nearest like tallest tree.
Okay.
And they're going to use spider climb to just like
Okay.
They
What
just
does
see,
spider climb look
like-
like?
As they are walking, and if anyone's paying attention, because they're not hiding this either, they're just kind of like humming to themselves and then just casually walking, and the effect goes through.
Okay.
Their feet kind of light up a little bit, and they just continue walking
Okay.
and do a 90-degree angle and go straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And just like the most normal thing, and then they answer the call.
Got it. You
It's
pick
so
up your cell
cool.
phone after about 10 rings.
Yeah, gotta keep him waiting.
You find yourself uncommonly surrounded by water. Usually it's this black liminal space. But you hear the waves crashing around you. It looks like a beachside you're familiar with from home. You hear wet footsteps move towards you as for the first time you're seeing this entity. Tall, about 8 feet, lithe, covered in this collection of mosses and sticks, almost hag-like in imagery. No facial features. It looks like a combination of dirt and mud made to look like a humanoid form. Foliage making up fingers. Moss covering what looks to be a robe-like exterior. Hair made of hair, leaves, sort of braided down the side of this entity's shoulder. Well, I believe it is time you properly see me. shoulders are hunched, this form large, making itself smaller.
Remind me of home.
As you do me.
Really? Are you from the Scorched Isle, sisters?
It wasn't called that when I walked those lands. It wasn't called anything. But I've taken the time in your imprisonment to process the orb.
Orb.
The primordial current is strong in it, and will grant access to new magics. Magics I am more familiar with. Magics that I helped create.
That's cool.
There are more. You head northward after Lockhinge. That is a good path. Continue to walk it.
Yeah.
I will let you know more as you get closer.
Can you sit with me for a little bit?
I don't know why that made me sad. Is this contemplative, just head tilt as the figure very slowly, weakly kind of walks. There's a bit of a limp to this figure as it just sort of, it's difficult. It's not even like a sit. You see as the foliage and natural elements of this that make up this form just meld until it is in a sitting position on the ground. Almost as if the seasons change and it is sitting.
Zio's looking out into the water in this vision in this realm. And looks over to Asteris and just, what are you afraid of?
Not many things.
It seems like you're afraid of me saying your name. Why is that?
I am fearful of what my name means to mortals. I know them to be selfish, all-consuming, a blight on this world.
Oh, whoa there. That's mean.
They were a blight on mine. That is why I am the way you see me now.
Okay to look like this. At least to me. I'm fine I'm fine with this.
You are a rare kind.
Are you giving me a compliment?
No. I'm telling you a truth.
Boo. A truth can be a compliment.
Take it as you will.
I will take it as a compliment.
Hmm. Well, as we grow in strength together, maybe the world can look more like this. Less spires and deconstruction of the bedrock that it was born in. But we shall see.
Look more like a current. Moving and changing.
Natural.
You see sap begin to fall, evoking the imagery of tears.
Yes. Changing.
The form slowly looks to you as a gust of wind hits, and it is scattered into foliage, leaves on the wind, becoming lily pads as they hit this water in this space. And as it does, you blink and awake atop a tree, back on the material.
Zio gets up. Spider climbs back down and returns to the group.
Okay.
Like nothing happened.
Perfect. In the meantime, group, what are we doing?
Get tea.
Tea.
Tea?
Delightful.
So I have a house cube. What? Would we like to use it?
Lazuli. So, well, Lazuli would know about this item.
Give me an investigation check. I love it.
While everybody's like having this conversation, Sir takes the teacup and pours the tea down his gullet, and it just disappears inside of him, like with no noise or
it's just gone.
Slurping or anything. He just... Very good. Thank you, Lazuli.
12, by the way.
12. This one is not familiar to you at the moment, no.
Okay, she's like, what is that?
It is Sigrun's Hubble abode.
What does it do?
Set it on the ground gently.
Yeah.
And they tap it.
You tap it. So, as you tap this item, it begins to... You see as stone brickwork begins to form out as almost like a Rubik's Cube. It is setting itself in this space, sensing your physical forms and moving to accommodate as it just one floor apparates and another on top of it. You see these beautiful ivory brick walls, 2 stories. Looks very quaint and modest. A very comforting green stained door. It looks like the bark of a very old tree sitting in front of it.
So he's going to look at Echinacea and say, perhaps you won't have to sleep under a tree tonight.
Wow.
Not bad.
Shall we?
It's very pretty. Yeah, they open the door and then gesture for everyone else to go in.
Okay. Zio, you see everybody going. You're able to hear the magic, but all of you walk in. I want all of you to describe to me what this living space looks like. It's yours.
Needs to start
Zio
with
rushes
creation.
in. Zio rushes in thinking that they're gonna be left behind. Like, wait for me! Why? Just-
Shall there be a staircase? How grand shall it be?
You see as a spiral begins to form in stone, just at the idea of what you had said. To the second
Are
floor.
there vines creeping along the...
Mossy foliage
Yes.
on the side and railing begin to form.
A garden.
You see in the back 4 large stained glass paned windows form as flower beds are laid across this large dining space. You can see that the windows open, and you can see 4 outer window gardens as well. So that is, that is the kitchen area and the staircase.
Sir, do one.
And he like begins to panic and he says, a goat!
You see as this dwarven-looking hearth, this strong ram-like visage forms out of the wall, this warm fireplace, as these goat-handled furnishings line this living space, and this table rings out as it's a magical goat head table. Is it just
I am so incredibly sorry.
No, it's beautiful.
Oh, that's going to get very annoying.
Buckets.
Nivien.
Yes, go.
Niv reaches out their hand, and a heavy wooden door appears to meet their hand, and they open it, and the emo deluxe bedroom is on the inside with panels on the walls, a large wrought iron 4-poster bed.
It looks like a combination of Interview with a Vampire and Castlevania, as Niv opens a door, and it is the gothest, most fucking edgy, but there are small hints of like teacup details that are sort of laced around this room. Absolutely. So Niv's room is on the first floor.
Love.
I think I would like to be on the first floor.
As stone begins to apparate next to Niv's room.
And he like turns the door and swings it open, and I think it's a step downwards into this very warm and very comfortable study with a like very regal 4-poster bed. It's all furnished in like deep greens with like gold trims, and it's like a 4-poster canopy bed with like the princess accoutrements. There are like these beautiful red wood end tables and side tables, and there's a reading desk with bookshelves that are empty that kind of run around the outside, and then there's a little hearth as well with a little tea kettle ready to be hung up on it.
Okay.
Capital.
Free house. I want that to be my room.
Okay.
And
You hear
I
as
would
the
say
stone
that
upstairs just sort of.
And the way that I imagined it is it's a tree, but it looks almost tropical in like nature. A little bit of like the leaves themselves look almost like palm trees, but there's like a thicker. Oh no, I'm frozen.
The fact that you're like, oh no, I'm
like,
frozen.
Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Okay. Good. So, it's a thick trunk, but a little bit of like that tropical kind of like vibe to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there is a runged ladder that leads up to the room, and the room itself just really cozy, like pillows on the ground.
Oh, we lost you a little bit there.
The shaders are loading.
Okay, so a very comfortable island-like space.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
I am in island time, and it's only ever playing Margarita.
Yeah. Just thought of Justin McElroy.
Yeah.
By James Buffett. Sorry. All right.
By James Buffett.
There's a tiny parrot named Jimmy Buffett in the corner.
Jimmy Buffett. Lazuli.
Take it away to Marijuanaville.
Lazuli, I think
Margarita.
You said Marijuanaville?
she's going to.
Oh god.
You fuck. Marijuanaville. Down to
Sorry, can we go
Marijuanaville.
hit weed? You know
Yeah.
what?
Hey, fucking, yeah.
Sorry, Luke.
Sorry, Luke, go for it.
No worries, no worries. So you see Lazuli's very well kept, tailored self. You know, she looks, from all that you've known her, she's pretty like, okay, studious, tight lace, like that kind of stuff, like pretty type A. So she skips up to the stairs, you know, like with her little fairy dust, golden wings, kind of skipping up there, hovering, and she runs into like the hallway. And I feel like the doorway, like across from the hallway of the staircase in this top floor, there's this big arching door, with like very intricate golden like details and such. And she opens it, like she throws it wide, and it's like a Zaboomafoo moment of just shit.
Yeah, so there's...
Yes.
Absolutely.
She's just like, and it's just like greebles and pieces of whatnots and just shiny bits, and like it not really even has that much value, but it's just weird human
Trinkets.
stuff.
Yeah.
Trinkets, and you can kind of see like in the sea of shit that you kind of have to like put your feet down and like do this, you know, like snow walk through. She can float above it. And there's like arching like gothic windows and stuff that have like nice fine drapery, and in the middle there's kind of like a blue velvet pillow fortress.
Yeah.
And there's a table there that has like, it's actually clean and like a desk and stuff, but to get to there, you either have to be able to fly or you need to like.
The pillows are sort of sitting on this large, overdramatic Fabergé egg. Just this large chair that's sort of filling the space. That looks incredible. This looks like a chair for Sir, but you're like, perfect. This'll work.
A throne?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like a little Fabergé egg, like little. Like,
it's like
nest.
a little nook.
Yeah, and maybe there's some like drapey fabrics that she
Absolutely.
thinks is neat. But yeah, it's like a Pippi Longstocking meets like steampunk house where there's just like weird. She's like, we should add more police.
I've got who's it's and what's it's a plenty.
Police system to the door where I can like ring little bells and everybody.
You want thingamabobs? Lazuli's got all of them. All right.
Give me them.
I love this. Thank you. And
That's it. Yeah.
Echinacea.
Echinacea goes up the stairs and faces a door that has just appeared, and they don't know if this will work. They look very nervous all of a sudden. And they whisper to the space, "We're in Echinacea's room."
You hear, as the shift happens on the inside, do you open the door?
Their hand goes up, almost touches it, closes.
You open it,
They just
and you see this beautiful, warm, internal cabin space. You see cedar walls lining a large four-poster bed, a desk with paper, flowers dancing around this bedroom. I would like everybody to roll me a group arcana check, please.
me,
A group
You
Arcana?
included.
No, that doesn't work.
Group Karn.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
woo!
Good for you.
17.
Okay.
8.
8.
I'm a ghost.
Wins.
Echinacea,
Ah!
with a memory that you've recovered more recently, you see a painting sitting on the desk. This painting depicts your graduation day. You standing smiling, holding up a diploma. Lorien, this large, muscular elven form, dumbest smile across his face, his hair long, draping down, braids hanging, and he's just, his eyes are like, the person who painted this captured him just full, like, just full scream. And this
Don't you
forget about me. And this, give me an intelligence saving throw. Old campaign.
Oh, I'm smart.
You have inspiration if
I
you
rolled a 3, so 10.
You have inspiration.
Yeah, but I want to see what happens.
It's a little more abrasive, not painful, but another small memory connected to this graduation day hits you. We switch the stage. Echinacea, you as you were are walking alongside Lorien, heading to a tavern to celebrate the night's victories. I can't believe, I mean, that was incredible. Everything you did was great.
I know, now you have to call me Dr. Echinacea.
I have no problems with that. Not a one.
Thank you for being there.
Of course.
I could hear you all the way across the yard.
I was screaming. Of course you could hear me. That was intentional. I wanted you to know you had a large doofus at your back. Celebrating the victory.
I can never forget that.
No, of course not. Well, he sort of walks down. This has been happening a little while.
What's been happening?
You're gonna make me say it?
Yes.
Great. This, you and me. He's fumbling.
They are enjoying
yes,
it.
Absolutely. Fine. He drops to a knee. I would like to watch you heal the world for as long as I can. We met at a tavern, and I wanted you to make the lighting calm, which was one of the dumbest things I've ever said. I've said worse. I've said more dumb.
I wasn't going to point it out.
Fuck you. Echinacea, I would like to spend the rest of my long elven life with you. I would like to see this world. I would like to see the difference you make in it. I would like to see the beauty that you brought to my life, brought to so many others. Just to be a partner, a confidant, a source of entertainment, idiocy, what have you. But I would like to cement that, and you see this beautiful ring, the one that is currently on your finger. He holds it out to you.
They bend down to him. And out of the usual character of this person, there isn't any teasing or cajoling. There's this genuine adoration. First day we met, that you were the best of them. And I was right.
You usually are.
You're one of the few people willing to just say that, and it's one of my favorites. They get down on his level, and they pull out a ring.
How dare you?
I hate you for beating me too. No.
You place these rings on one another.
Lorien Belnade.
Echinacea Belrose.
I don't deserve this happiness.
You're right, you deserve more.
As the memory begins to fade, as you look at this space around you, that bit of warmth, that familiarity, that connection feels more solidified than it has over the last 3 months. You remember him, the smell of this warm cedar and campfire. This space is about as close as what you feel like it should be.
They stand in the doorway, shaking. Slowly walk to the desk and pick up the picture. And then just hold it to their chest. And I think they just sit on the ground and they stay there.
Okay. If everybody stays in their respective rooms, we will call this a long rest.
Sleep.
Sir? Do you have something? Please.
You probably go around and check on everybody eventually.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
And he just kind of like sticks his head in the door. And then says, all is well.
Who are you checking on first?
Capital. He just goes around.
Okay.
But I think he probably gets to Echinacea eventually and just sticks his head. All is well. Are you on the floor?
It's a very good floor.
You are not well. What has happened? What has this room done to you? And he like steps forward.
From downstairs, you just hear, "Wah!"
I have made a grave mistake.
I will let you know, every 24 hours you can change the look of this place.
Oh, that goat stays.
Okay.
Every time Sir panics and asks for a goat again.
All right, this time I want goat fuck!
Damn it. Are you well, Echinacea?
Yes.
He looks around looking for threats. And is the picture visible?
I think so. I think they're looking at it.
And is this the figure from the vision?
It is.
And he kind of stops and goes, oh, God. Perhaps it is a blessing for me that my past is not so readily come by.
I don't know. Maybe it's an issue of degrees. All of it, or none of it. I was a doctor. Look.
Oh! Capital, a doctor. A person of medicine, yes?
Yes.
For some reason that does not surprise me, friend. Seems within your nature.
Very kind, sir.
Oh, well, we try our best. Will you be okay?
Yes.
If it is ever too much, I won't be able to use the bed that my imagination concocted, so you are welcome to it.
That's very generous. I do think I want to stay here.
Very well.
Maybe next time I can make us a room where we can have tea instead.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Yes. Tea, delicious. So strange. Just lingers with you. I don't know why I like it.
It lingers with you?
Like a ghost of something. Just beyond your peripheral, yes? I'm sure you understand. A lingering remembrance of something just out of grasp.
Yes,
I will leave
do
you.
know what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm just awkwardly attempting to evacuate a conversation that I initiated.
Thank you for checking on me, sir.
Yes, I will respect your space, though, and your new sanctum. Doctor? Oh.
That one hurt me.
And he goes to, like, kind of pat their shoulder and then pulls back and then turns and sort of marches out of the room.
You march out of the room. Alrighty. Perfect.
Session, and you already got us crying.
This is my bread and butter, baby.
I know for me.
Make me
Oh.
cry.
All right. And if that is everything else, we're going to take a long rest.
Sleep.
But it wouldn't be an Alec long rest if I didn't fuck with somebody.
Oh my god.
Nivien. You settle. What is your nightly ritual? Like, how do you prepare yourself for a night's sleep?
When they're alone, fully alone, which is somewhat rare, they go back to some of the rituals of their former order that they are no longer a part of. But there's some meditation and a short prayer involved before they organize their things and lay down.
Okay. Also, do you want to move a little bit closer to your mic? You're a little quiet.
How's that?
Perfect.
Excellent.
Going through these tenets of this order that you followed, knowing what is coming.
Yes.
The missive you received, the note of defection. There is this faint whisper in the air.
Do you dread it?
Master Crimson?
Yes, dear. Good job.
I think I may be looking forward to it.
Very interesting.
Does that answer surprise you?
Yes, but in the most satisfying way imaginable.
I'm proud to have pleased you then.
I imagine you will continue to do so.
I do hope.
This group you followed, the one you still pray to, why?
It brings me great comfort, and it connects me to the part of me that is mostly dead.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Is it?
Yes. To me, at least, I've seen a lot of strangeness, but you are the most interesting.
I've never encountered anything such as yourself, either.
Never.
Are you a god?
No. but one has aspirations.
I respect that.
Do you hunger, Nivien?
Desperately.
There are 3 ripe for feeding outside.
Not them.
Not them? Why? Forming attachments for someone you've had a couple hours ride with.
2 of them freed me. 1 of them contains my future. The other I respect.
I meant the 3 camping outside of your abode.
Oh, the one that keeps blushing every time I'm a little bit dominant?
Him. And the other 2.
Would it please you if I feed on them?
I don't think that matters. Would it please you? Would you like to live deliciously?
I would very much.
Well, I will leave you to your devices.
Niv goes to find Caitlin.
Okay. All right. This is 100% based off of Carmilla from Castlevania, baby. Okay.
Not the cleric!
Not the cleric. Okay. You head outside. All right. Hedonism bot? You fuck.
Jumbe?
Okay, you head outside. Give me a quick perception check, Niv. 15. Easy enough to see. The others are asleep. Kalen is on watch, sitting outside, a small fire in front of him. Let's see if he notices you. As a natural 1, he does not.
I slink out of the shadows and pull up a tree trunk next to him loudly and make my presence known and sit across from him.
Sort of closes a book.
Evening?
Evening.
Are you a superstitious man?
On occasion.
Give me your hand.
Puts it forward.
Niv takes it as though they're reading his palm.
Okay.
Lifeline? Hard to tell how long. And they kind of turn his hand over. And they take out a dagger and run the tip over his palm and catch the blood in their teacup.
Okay. Is there a reason why you did that?
There is, and I appreciate your help. And they drink.
You see as this blue restorative magic ignites in his hand as the wound closes.
What are you?
They show him their teeth.
Vampire.
Yes.
I have never met a vampire before.
And what do you think?
I think you're just like everybody else with different tastes.
Stay close.
Well, you kill people often for their blood.
Not just for their blood.
Well, maybe there are ways to circumvent any sort of victimhood. People don't have to suffer for you to feed. Maybe sometimes you just need to ask nicely.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Angie?
Ask nicely, Kaylin.
5.
Okay, yeah, you're not able to catch the emotion as Kalen sort of reopens his book and flips through pages.
Niv goes back to their room.
Okay. And now we take a long rest. This campaign's gonna fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Button, you good?
Yeah, I was
Kaylin
about
as
to
a-
say, ask nicely episode title.
Dine and dash. Okay, so everybody, you can mark a long rest on your sheet. And
Yeah.
as we awake in the morning, what is that process like? Are we tearing down the humble abode? What are we doing?
Sarah hasn't slept all
Yeah.
night, so he's been bustling around the place, like slightly moving things around for like 8 hours.
Talking to the ghost.
Yeah, talking. Shush, quiet. People are sleeping. Good goat. Well done. Capital. Oh, that's
Zio. The goat saying capital.
I don't know if you're mocking me.
Capital.
What if I'm losing my mind?
Sorry. The goat has to die because I
Zio,
can't continue
rather
this
than
bit.
like rather than like go down the rungs of the ladder, they just jump down
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely.
from the and then they go just like noticing that Sir is still sort of like bumbling about.
Mhm.
They're watching.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Zio. How are you? Did you sleep well?
Yes. It felt like being back home. It was very good.
Oh. Home. You fashioned your room after your home.
Yeah, a little bit like what it's like back in the island.
You live in a tree.
No, I just thought that was cool.
Ah. It is hot. Cool. Yes.
Cool. Capital.
I was
trying to make this.
I was busying myself moving this sofa 4 inches to the left if you would like to aid me in that.
Why?
I had nothing better to do with myself.
I'm so sorry.
What company? that was like really bubbly. That was such a
I
bubbly burp.
hiccuped.
Really
and it
was.
hurt me. Continue this.
I'm sorry. What is that, Zio?
Oh, excuse me. That really came out of me.
No. Bless you.
Do you need company at night?
Oh, I wouldn't impose upon you all, though it is rather lonely.
Appears.
Oh, hello.
Once again, very similar kind of situation as with Tulip earlier. Lulu is sort of like eyes wide, like neck sort of like it's a pseudo dragon, but it's got kind of the qualities of a bird almost. And Zio turns to Lulu and is like, could you keep Sir company at night when we're asleep so that they're not alone?
She looks at Sir. Would you mind if I kept you company? I'm an okay conversationalist. You hear in your mind as it speaks. She speaks to you with telepathy.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I am Sir.
Pleasure. I'm Lulu.
He bows.
She curtsies with her
Lulu.
wings. She sort of just.
Oh. The company would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course.
Yes. I'm sure you can tell me much of your homelands.
I know a few things about the. Yes, I can do that.
Wonderful.
Yay, friends!
Friends. All right. So.
Thank you, Zio.
Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. Okay.
You're
Everything is being broken down. And are you guys... Sorry. Oh, sorry. Please.
I wanted Lazuli to come down. She hasn't gotten fully dressed yet, so her hair is down and just kind of like fluttering. And she was like grabbing a whole bunch of shit like from her room and was like making her way to the kitchen to like lay it all out. And then if that was okay timing, if she overheard that conversation, because she was planning on like tinkering for a bit in the morning with breakfast.
Of course.
And then she was like, well, we could have a sleepover too. We all come down here and like we could ask the house for like a sky thing where we could watch stars or something. I don't know. It's like our imagination is the limit, and like we could all like pull our ideas into one spot and do like snacks and stuff.
And does a sleepover not require one to sleep?
No, they usually don't sleep at all.
Oh.
No, usually.
Oh, what a
you just
contrarian name. Oh, sorry.
No, you usually lay down and you try to sleep, but then someone will say something, and then everyone will start laughing, and then
I have had that experience as well.
Oh.
yeah, there's like it just continues like that. It's like a vicious cycle of just not sleeping,
But
Well,
laughing.
the first part is very familiar. The second part sounds lovely.
And there's games. We could play dice.
Oh,
And
and
other
Dice is a
games.
wonderful game. It's very well made.
Yeah.
This sounds very cool.
And she like meanwhile she's just kind of like doing stuff like on the table while like drinking like a tea or something. Just like mess. Just stuff everywhere.
Are you making something, Lazuli?
I don't know. I'm just like just kind of like
You
just
don't
this
know.
bit. Shake it up. Yeah, she's just like it seems methodical, but it's actually nonsense. But if something seems to work, she'll kind of like take a note of it. Like is
Oh.
also like pours coffee into one of the parts and drinks. Like
If you don't sleep at the sleepover, then how do you know when the sleepover is over?
sunrises.
Oh,
And then you're
Makes
really
sense.
tired, and then you guys hang out for the rest of the day, and then because it's hard to say goodbye, but we don't have to say goodbye.
my sister
Are we
and
currently in a
sister and I-
Technically, yeah.
sir, I think you are.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
God bless it.
my sister and I used to have sleepovers all the time.
a sister, you say? Oh, you have siblings.
I have one.
Oh, capital.
What's she like?
Oh,
Sorry.
Io is a little hesitant of the outside world. I was not. I wanted to explore, and I told her
You
that.
don't say.
Yes. I just wanted to go out and just see everything. I couldn't really stay in the Isle. I miss it sometimes, but truthfully, I'm much happier out here. But I told her that she needed to build herself up and come find me at some point and come out here, not stop herself from discovering things for herself. Her name's Io. She's my twin sister.
Zio and Io. That's lovely. Where's Nivien?
Yes.
Oh, you're here. Sorry. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, today, I am not going to overwork Shade, and we are going to go much farther.
So, as the cabin is broken down, or the humble abode is broken. Oh, please, Echinacea. Yes.
As it is being
Oh,
broken
absolutely.
down, they're going to see if they can leave with the painting.
You can. You can indeed.
They walk through the door, certain it's going to vanish, and it doesn't.
It does not.
Find you and I'll save you.
Okay.
Who's that? Is he like over the shoulder?
What?
Who's that?
Nivien kind of comes to look too.
I have every reason to believe that this is my husband.
Every reason to believe it.
You're married.
I have every reason to believe so.
That's really nice.
Echinacea has a difficult past to contend with, which we must respect, of course.
The same way we respect not talking about you.
Yes. Ah, Zio, you are charming.
What do you think
Got
the
it.
odds are that that person is just a friend?
This person?
Yes.
No, I have every reason to believe it. I just don't remember. But I've seen the wedding certificate ring, and so I imagine it. I didn't think that he was just a friend. I just don't know who he is exactly. But I know that he's my husband.
He's very handsome.
Yes, he was very goofy looking
Yeah,
in a sweet way.
yeah. All of you see this uncharacteristically tall and muscular elven form. Yeah.
Can I insight check Nivien?
Please.
A natural fucking 20!
Okay.
Yes.
What are you trying to garner here, sir?
What that question was?
Niv?
Well, Niv seems a little sweaty and disappointed.
They horny, they horny.
My God.
Oh my god.
Married,
Ah.
but don't know. Married, but don't know. Wait, is that what is Niv? You said that's a handsome person, so that's handsome. What constitutes as handsome?
Fuck.
It's just a nice thing to say when someone is presenting you with a picture of their spouse.
I would like everybody. I hate it here.
So are you just being nice?
Oh,
No.
okay. I would like everybody to go ahead and give me a perception check as camp is broken down and you're getting ready to head off.
Nat
I'm
one!
not even kidding you. I got 2 20s in a row.
16!
18.
Echinacea, you're kind of in the throes of this photo staying existent after you left the humble abode, so it makes sense that is something that is missed. A natural 20 from Sir. I heard a 16. I'm sorry, one more time.
18.
18, 16. Lou? 13. Niv, Sir, and Zio, all of you hear as rustling begins to rush towards you. Sir, you clock it first as 2 large owl bears are running towards you. And
I think an immediate call to arms comes
absolutely.
up. To arms!
You all hear 2 arms, and as these large bestial creatures come mounting towards you, that is where we are going to pick up next week
Oh!
for Known Realms Tolesh. Okay.
They've growl at them.
My anticipation for next week is unbearable.
Fuck off. So,
I will see you next week.
we are going to first outro our incredible players. We're going to start with Angie.
Hello again. Angie, they, them pronouns. You can find me online at Agonethetic on TikTok, on Twitter. I'm also part of a crew of individuals that work for the Night Shift podcast. It's an urban fantasy podcast about a fictional city in the Pacific Northwest where mysteries abound and our lead character is trying to discover them.
Thank you. Lou.
Me?
Yes.
That wasn't the order. Oh, wait.
Yes, it
I thought
was.
we were going in reverse order
No.
for some reason.
No.
I was like, what? No. I'm Lou. She, her pronouns. I'm an artist. You can find me in most places at Luzilia_art. That's all.
Thank you, Lou. Zen.
I'm ZenMeta. I go by Zen or Meta. any and all pronouns. You can find me at ZenMeta TV here, MXMeta on Instagram and Twitter, and ZenMeta TV. Nope, just ZenMeta and TikTok.
Thank you.
It's a really long handle, ZenMeta.tv, Nope TV.
Josh?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Josh. You can find me at TheGovnarTV.Nope TikTok. No, you can find me at Sorry, I'm being a bitch. You can find me at TheGovnar in most places: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Doing D&D content. I'm also an innkeeper over at the Welcome Inn, where we make a bunch of D&D content, and I play Brothos the Bold on Off the Rails. I am also one of the hosts of the Lore Dump podcast, where we homebrew a whole big old world. And guys, season 4 is coming back, and oh man, is it a doozy.
I'm excited. Thank you for being here, Button.
Hello, my name is Button. My pronouns are they, them. I am Bluebluebutton on social media, and you can find me playing Cress on both Delta Cryptid and Unearthed Inheritance here. Also this campaign. That's it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alec, and I have been your Archivist for this evening, and I will continue to be for the entirety of Known Realms Tolesh. Once again, I would like to thank these incredible players. This has been a labor of about 6 months to get this campaign off the ground and started, and I know we had a couple pushbacks because life does a life. It was well worth the wait and the effort, and I am... Thank you, and we hope to see you next week. You can find me all places at Community DM. My pronouns are he, him. I play Finreese on our bi-weekly Sunday morning campaign, Heroes of Asteria, Unearthed Inheritance. I am the Archivist here for Known Realms, and you can see me in some other stuff as well. Thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next adventure. Hold tight for a raid. Bye.
Oh my
Bye, we love you.